Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales from the Archives' Reverie. I missed you so bad. I hope you had a great month. It felt like it lasted a long time, but I'm really happy to be here, and I think we all are. Let's get started the way we always do with introductions. Hello, I'm James. I'm your game master for Reverie, your archivist, if you will. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me some places at Nice One James and other places at TTRPGay. I wouldn't be a good GM if I didn't give you a little plot hook, quest hook to go find me. And that's me. I'm excited to be here. I've got a necklace with butterflies on it. And that's all I have to say. Let's maybe pass it over to a new face at the table who's going to be sticking around that I'm really excited to have here, Diana!
What? Oh my god, sorry. I didn't realize. I'm the peanut gallery today. I didn't know you guys could see me, actually. I'm just here to watch and hang out and have a good time, personally. But if you want to find me, you can find me most places on the internet at Sapphic Dragonona. Or for this very last Monday of November, you can find me and maybe another familiar face here over on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel on Monday nights, doing some crazy just Star Wars shit. It's called Quadrilateral. It's about throwing rocks at stormtroopers. It's a really great time. So go check it out and check out all the past VODs if you want to see me play. Oh my god, shocker, another mean lesbian. I know, I'm really, really breaking out of my typecast here. But it was a great time, and go check it out.
You know what, Diana? I'm really proud of you for pushing your comfort boundaries. That's really big of you.
Thank you. I'm really trying to diversify the portfolio a little bit.
I can tell. Yeah. I appreciate it. Let's pass it over to another person I'm very glad to have at the table, which is true for everybody, but I realized I can't do the segue for everyone. Oops! Grace!
Hi! I'm Grace. You can find me on Twitter, mainly these days, at LMAO Grace with 2 E's. And I am on there and I talk about a lot of different things. And all of them are normal. And I'm just excited to be here today. I'm sorry if I seem far away. I'm really excited about the Procreate Dreams app and how I won't be able to figure it out for so long. And then one day it will click and I'll be in there. So, yeah, that's me. I love all my friends and I wish we were in the same room again. Thank you.
Oh. And on the day that it clicks, I will never know peace again. And I look forward to it. I'll pass it on over to another person that I'm so happy is here, Mara.
Hey everyone, my name is Mara. You can find me on the internet at College of Lore Dropout or just Lore Dropout. One of the two will get you there. You can also find me playing Quadrilateral. This last Monday is our last episode coming out, but you can catch all the others as VODs, and it's a great time. I play a little Irish droid named Two Pint who's a graffiti artist. And says fuck the Empire, and I love them very dearly, and it's a great game, and we do be throwing some rocks at some stormtroopers. So yeah, it's a good time. See you there.
Whenever Mara pulls out the Irish accent, I know it's gonna be a good fucking day. We'll pass it over to my good friend, Sweet, who can I just say looks great today. Forgot to say it off stream.
Oh, thank you. Hi, I'm Sweet. She, they pronouns. You can find me in Atlanta, I guess, where I live, whatever. And not in California. So you can also find me at _Sweet Stories. Most places. Some places you gotta put a dot. I think that's Blue Sky, but I don't post there, so don't go there. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy you are here. And last but never least, we'll pass it over to the one, the only, Jess.
Oh, such a big announcement. Hi,
I said nice things about everyone, so there was a lot of pressure to hype everybody up.
No, that felt really good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm Jess. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Seriously. You can also find me fist fighting. God, I'm jet lag still. But it's fine. We're making it through. Maybe I'll experience the dreaming at some point. I wish.
I'll hide in your walls and do the dreamer voice. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. And that's our wonderful, wonderful cast. We're also excited to be back here. Also, Miller is producing for us. Miller, put your socials in the channel. That's a threat. We love Miller. Miller does a great job. All our stream producers do a great job. But Miller's here today, so we're talking about Miller. Miller, I love you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, let's move on to some announcements. As always, you should follow us on all the social medias if you want to keep up with the things that we're doing, especially now that our hiatus is over and we're moving into a new year sooner than later, which is scary to say out loud. You can find us on TikTok at Starlight Tales, on Instagram at Starlight Tales _. Does Instagram have the underscore? I simply can never keep it straight. Probably. Maybe underscore. Again, it wouldn't be a good jam if I didn't give you a plot hook.
I think so.
Okay, good. Slay. We can find us at YouTube at Starlight Tales for VODs of our old shows. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, hello from the past. I hope the future is better. Also, you can find us on Twitter at Starlight Tales _ every week. The wonderful Diana on the brand account tweets a little update with our programming for the week. It's super handy to keep track of the things that we're doing and the gay people you can find at any given time. And yeah, you can also find us on Discord if you would like to perhaps yell at me about anything that happens today or tell the cast about how hot they look and what a wonderful job they did today, which is true every session. So you might as well do it today. It's a fun time in there. Sometimes you also get little sneak peeks at announcements and lore docs and stuff. It's a good time. You can also, if you have an extra penny to spend and you want to give it to some gay people, support us on Patreon. We do a lot of really fun stuff there. This month, we just released in honor of NaNoWriMo the very first 2 chapters of Devil in the Deep, which is our Rose Cult Pirate AU. They're available to read for free. Happy NaNoWriMo, happy book writing month, everyone. Write a book, or you can read a book on ours. You can read our book, the first 2 chapters for free, and if you have extra money, you can read the rest of it, because it's very good. We do lots of fun stuff over there. You get special streams. Jess and I do a little live reading every month of the new chapters with some guests sometimes. It's very fun over there. If you can't totally understand, if you are already there, thanks for supporting us.
We have a very
Amazing
fun
world.
stream coming on Friday as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's good. I know I was there when we recorded it, but I'm still excited about it. It's a good one. Amazing. Also, if you're looking for some really beautiful dice this holiday season for yourself or someone else, be sure to check out Die Hard Dice. And if you find something you like, which you probably will because they make really beautiful dice and tabletop accessories, be sure to enter Starlight 10 at checkout for 10% off your order. A little holiday gift from us to you, and then we get a little extra holiday gift for us, which is like a few pennies in our pocket, which is always nice. We'll probably spend it on dice. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, music for this stream was done by Michael Gelfi Studios. Very kind people. You can find them on Spotify, Bandcamp, and their own website. They do a lot of ambiance stuff. Some really good scores, some really good 20-minute scores, which is great for dungeon masters like me who don't always want to make a huge playlist. Go support them if you can. They make great stuff. We have merch. It's comfortable. It's officially wearing the Starlight Tales crew neck sweater without sweating to death season, and that's my favorite time of year because it's so comfortable. So if you're looking for some gifts for a Starlight Tales fan, be sure to check out our merch store. Last but not least, our good friends Jess and TT have commissions open. If you're looking at the art on the layer and you're like, man, that's beautiful, but I wish it was my guy in there, I have great news for you. Jess will do that if you ask really nicely and give them money about it. It's a delight and great, and we always encourage you to do that if you can, because the art is so fucking good. And I think that's our announcement. Anyone else have anything that I forgot? Which is very possible. Nailed it. All right. Well, then, without further ado, everyone crack open your favorite book. Settle in for tonight's episode of Tales from the Archives Reverie. Welcome back. Miller just whispered gay into the microphone and it really caught me off guard. Sorry, everyone. Let's talk a little bit about the last time we were here at Tales from the Archives Reverie. The last time we saw our various courtiers, they had split up to follow individual paths. And while some crafted and caught up with family, Lark returned to the dungeons to attempt scrying on the missing Isabella Kinran, also known as Bella Bones. With a lurch, Lark found himself stepping out of the dungeons and into a frozen forest, and a moment later, standing on a frozen lake with cracking ice beneath. Swallowed by fear, the ice fell out beneath him, and Lark instead found himself in a memory. A beautiful day beside a very much not frozen lake, with a young, laughing Rose at their side. But a moment later, it was revealed that this was not Rose, but the Dreamer, who did not seem overly fond of the Crown Lord being in her realm. Eventually, the Dreamer let Lark leave, but not without more than a few scathing remarks, and Lark awoke in the arms of a very worried Tavia, who had broken out of their cell for fear that something had happened to them. In the evening, the entire party returned to the cells to finally spring Tavia Tides, Pirate King, keeping him on an enchanted fantasy baby leash by way of 2 magic rings made expertly by Camille. And together, our party headed out of the Monarch estate and down to a small farm on the edge of Acorn, where they hoped they might talk in peace and quiet about the strange things they'd been experiencing, and also get a little bit of peace outside of the hustle and bustle of the Monarch estate. And while that is where they are currently, talking about the things that have happened, we're not going to pick up there, actually. We're going to pick up somewhere, I'm assuming, inside the Monarch estate. Aelia, where do we find you today? It's like early evening.
Okay. I feel like her day is done. It was a lot of meetings. There was a meeting about floral arrangements that was supposed to be 3 minutes that turned into 3 hours.
Sure.
It's been that kind of a goddamn week. So I think that at this point, Aelia has probably started to head back to her rooms. She has Handsome in tow, and is probably just sort of starting to just get undressed and get into her comfy clothes and start to like wind down for the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us what winding down looks like for the future queen. Like, what do you think Aelia's like routine is at night?
I think that, she goes, takes off her makeup, pulls her hair back, which is usually down in these very like sort of like loose honey golden waves. She kind of will pull that back into just a very long braid, gets into her, she's very much is like I just wear like regular clothes but comfier to bed. She's very much like a tiny top and big pants kind of girly, so she's in like basically like fantasy athleisure sweatpants, and then just kind of sits and like will relax on a couch in their like sitting area with her bullet journal. Her bullet journal goes crazy hard. Custom washi tape and stickers up the wazoo, because her whole life is just in here. So she just kind of sits. She has Handsome sort of probably providing a little bit of like deep pressure therapy on her legs and kind of keeping her legs warm. So she is just sitting there and ticking through things and rearranging things and occasionally picking up her transmitter to like switch a meeting for tomorrow, and is kind of just going through all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got like Handsome kind of sprawled. I feel like Handsome has that sort of big dog thing where they have just no concept of the fact that he's not a small lap dog. And so he's sort of like, curled up on your leg, like half of his like stomach hanging off of the couch that you're kind of reclined on. And I think he's got his little chin resting like just on your stomach. He's just looking at you. He's just watching.
Periodically
and I think,
kind of pause and give him scritches in between his little...
You hear the thump, 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 thump on the fabric every single time you do this, but he stays perfectly calm on the outside. Not a sign of any excitable dog here, because he's a good boy. And I think after like a few minutes of kind of reclining here in this early evening, getting ready to turn in for the night, I think first Handsome's like chin kind of raises and turns towards the door, not in like a threatened way, but just in like a hearing something way. And a moment later, there is a very gentle knock on the door of your rooms.
Who is it?
Forgive me for intruding. It's Lieutenant Varion, Your Highness.
Oh! We'll kind of get up, brush off all the dog hair, and be like, come in.
Handsome kind of does that thing where he doesn't want to move, and it just sort of like gets shuffled onto the side. Very giving you big, sad puppy dog eyes, but still good. Still a perfect boy,
such
Your
a good
Honor.
boy. Mm-hmm.
And a moment later, do you think your doors are unlocked? I know this is like a sitting room area, but
yeah, I think it is right now. Especially since like Lark isn't home for the evening. So yeah, I think it's still unlocked.
Amazing. So yeah, after a moment, you can kind of feel there's like a moment of hesitation, and then the door will unlock, and you do see Lieutenant Varian, who you would know is the like head of yours and Lark's like protective guard, kind of step in, looking a little sheepish. He's got like helmet kind of tucked underneath one arm, armor perfect as it always is, and they just sort of like give you a very proper bow and stand. Forgive me for intruding. I know that you are likely settling in for your evening. Are you well?
Please, Lieutenant. Yes, I am. Are you?
I am. He kind of like closes his eyes, and you can like see. I feel like you know Varian well enough to know an expression of, I don't think I should be doing this, but I am doing this, which is not something you see often on Varian's face as a man of like strict honor and like code and like very traditional knight energy. But instead I have some worries about your husband, Your Highness.
I think when she initially saw that expression, she got a little bit of like a half smile because it is funny to her when, you know, anytime that, you know, they seem a little ruffled, she's like, this is hilarious. But as soon as, wait, pronoun check on this guy?
They, he.
Okay, as soon as they say that, her face just kind of drops and it's like shoulders back and she is almost herself like a soldier at attention. Worries? Is everything all right?
As far as I know, he is perfectly well. It's just
as far as you know.
I'm not with him at this current moment, but when I last saw them, they weren't in explicit danger. It's just that the pirate that broke into his chambers, I think, perhaps has gotten His Highness under their sway a bit. Lark has sprung them from the dungeons and left the estate. And it, of course, is not my place to question the acts of the future king of Everglen. But as a faithful and loyal servant to the royal family, I thought it would be unwise if I didn't mention it. At least.
Thank you. Thank you so much for informing me. I really appreciate your concern.
Fiona looks like a deer caught in the headlights at the tone that you're taking with him.
It is very much like she is not at all upset with them.
Sure.
But she's just like, all right, great. She's like, very much like, oh, I already put away my crown lady personality for the day, and now I kind of have to slap it back on, so I'm doing a little bit of a bad job trying to keep my cool right now when everything is not cool. Right. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that you felt that you could come to me with this, and I will, of course, check in with the Crown Lord to ensure that everything is right as rain. I'm sure that everything is perfectly under control, but thank you again for doing your due diligence. I truly appreciate it.
Of course, if I can ever be of any assistance, of course, to you and your husband, I am always here.
Thank you. I will leave you to your duties for the evening, but rest assured I will certainly look in on this.
Varian gives another, like, very deep, kind of formal bow and stands, and of course, have a good evening. And we'll step out of your room and close the door behind them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my holo transmitter, and I'm gonna call my husband immediately. You pick up?
Yeah, I think Lark's currently sitting in some dirt, kind of like massaging their temples in like a little bit of a subtle way, and they kind of like jump as their pocket buzzes and kind of like fumble with the phone. Hi.
Hi. I just had a very interesting conversation with the lieutenant. Now, are you alone?
Looks at There's like 5 people spread out in front of him. No.
Right. Are you perhaps in the company of a certain trespasser?
Makes like eye contact with Tibia and then quickly looks away. Perhaps. Why? Is there something the matter?
And she just kind of has a little bit of a look like, yeah, that is, you can't see this, but it's just like, yeah, that would be what is the matter. No, everything is fine. I was just, the lieutenant was a little bit concerned about this, said that you took them out of the dungeon.
Yes.
Right. Where are you exactly?
I'm at the farm.
Right. James, how long does it take me to get there? How long would it take me to...
If you're walking, maybe like a 10-minute walk, speed walking.
Right. I will be there in a few minutes.
You don't have... I can return.
No,
Wait.
I think I should. I think that maybe... Lark. Oh, my goodness. I feel like maybe you shouldn't be alone with the person who did hold a sword to you.
I'm not alone.
Hours ago. Oh, you're not alone. Oh,
No.
sorry.
I have Miss Angelo and Luca and Elise and Andrew's here, obviously, and there's quite a few of us here actually. So.
Right. All right. Yeah, I'm coming. I will be there very soon. I love you very much. I am not. I'm fine. But I feel like we need to maybe. I'll talk to you when I'm there. All right. I love you. I will be there quickly. Goodbye.
She like goes to like say love you bye, hangs up, kind of stares like forlornly at the holotransmitter in their palms, and just kind of yeah.
And I think that Aelia just got into her pajamas, but then goes and gets out of her pajamas and puts on something like not nearly as like fancy as the like day-to-day wear that she usually has, but we'll kind of just put on some clothes, throw on a cloak over it, grab Handsome's leash, and be like, all right, boy, our walk is going to be a little bit longer tonight. You think you're up for it?
Kind of Handsome like sits and looks up at you, and Bud is wiggling, but gives you a very like almost like soldier-like expression of like determination, and just gives like a bark and takes like 3 steps forward and just looks up at you, but still wiggling.
Good boy. And we'll take him, and
but wiggles a little more.
And I'm going to start heading to the farm because
Absolutely. You could start your crisp, distressed mom walk.
Yes.
And I will let you know when you get there. So we'll pick back up with our good friends at the farm then.
Lark is not making eye contact with the rest of the group, just kind of staring at this holotransmitter like it might jump to life and bite him. Kind
of from where he's like reclining on a hay bale to be able to say, "You good?"
Yes, of course.
Has anyone ever told you you're a bad liar? Because you are.
No, you would be the first. Very sarcastic. Anyway, the crown lady is on her way to, I don't know actually.
Oh, how far out is she?
She just left.
Oh, okay.
Aelia's coming?
Yes, she is.
Oh my god. Lark, do you
Mhm.
think that they're gonna bring the dog?
No, probably. This is around the
Really?
time for his evening. Yes.
I think Luca has like I don't think she was around the whole time. I think she went like into the farm a bit and found some like rubber boots that look a little too big for her and walk out when she's saying this. Covered in like the boots are covered in mud, like, oh my god.
I think Lux suddenly like straightens up a little bit and starts like looking around the farm and goes, "Oh no!" So like picks themselves up to their feet, just starts like hobbling off in like a little direction. That's like trying to gather a bunch of like free roaming chickens together.
Yeah, make me an animal handling check. I'll say with advantage because you probably know these chickens.
Okay, cool. I think Mark just pictures Handsome bowling into this farm and eating his friend's chickens.
Sure.
I don't have. That's a 21.
21, yeah, you could. Are you trying to scoop the chickens up or like herd them?
I think both.
You can accomplish both.
I think what Lark does
Absolutely.
is like scoop up the first chicken they can and kind of use it to chase the other chickens.
That is deeply powerful imagery from the future king. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for that. Take a point of inspiration for that because the image is just really funny to me, and it will be my Roman Empire. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of grasp this chicken who gives a very indignant squawk, but then kind of like settles into your hands a little bit. You can start using it to like chase the other ones into the coop.
Just very quiet clucking noises under them.
I think kind of from just outside of this area with arms crossed to be able to just kind of lean into Elise and go, is this standard king training or?
For us, yes.
Huh,
Do you think
interesting.
Elise is kind of in her own world and gets pulled back in? Do you think these chickens have seen more or less than 100 faces? Because that is how many they can remember. So, like, do you think one of us didn't make the cut of, like, their faces won't be remembered?
I could not even begin to say.
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Because they can
You
only
people
really
are
remember 100.
fascinating.
What? Thank you.
Mhm.
What? Yes.
I
Anyway.
think Camille is sitting on a hay bale. Her legs are crossed. She has her caboodle on her leg, and her arms are crossed. Can I do a sleight of hand check to record Lark doing this?
Yeah. Go ahead
I
and make
also
me a slide.
wanted to record Lark.
Deeply funny.
I just remember in the Princess Diaries too, where Mia chased the chicken around.
Yeah.
It's a good scene.
Oh, this ain't going good. I didn't roll too well. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a 12.
A 12. Okay, yeah. So, Lark, I'm going by passive perceptions here. Lark, you see this. Elise, you see this. Camille, you are doing it. And also Aelia's not there. So yeah. The three of you see this. Luca, you don't. You're having a great time. Just kind of watching this unfold. Tavia does also catch this. I like to think it kind of does that thing where for just a second the flash goes off and then stops very quickly and everyone just...
It swivels too fast. This chicken kind of goes. Bah! Like, what are you? No.
Oh, fuck it. I think it's quite, endearing. So I just wanted to.
No. This not. I can't be. This is a.
I'm not going to post it or anything. I just, you never have like stuff saved on your hologram of things you've done in a day. You'd never take pictures of your food or, take a selfie in the mirror.
Why would I? A what?
I forget if you have that brick of a phone. You don't do pictures. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I'll
No, it
delete
does.
if
It does messages and it receives calls, and I specifically requested it does nothing else.
It has no internet, right?
What's that?
No. Your Highness. Okay. All right. Sure. Sorry.
No,
away.
it just
It's
has
away.
buttons. I can't. Still holding this chicken. and keeps kind of like punctuating their sentences with it. So it's like, this is a private. I would rather no one know that I come here.
Okay. Sure. Done. Nobody will know your secret of you coming here.
It's not a secret. It's just not something people should know about.
That you play in
Right,
the dirt
like-
with the chickens?
I don't play. Oh. Walks over, puts the chicken away. No, I just, come here once in a while to farm. Can a king not farm? Kick some dirt. Anyway.
Can a king not farm?
Actually, Locke, can you ask your friend if I could borrow a chicken for a few days?
May I ask why?
Well, because chickens are actually one of the animals that dream. So I would just be fascinated to see if a chicken dreams in the Feywild, is all. Just like in the open court. I'd love to do some observations and see if there are different rules for animals or. I don't know. Have you
How
ever
would you
seen
be
a
able to
chicken dream?
tell?
Well, sometimes animals, when they are dreaming, they start to like run or like make sounds or stuff like that when they are dreaming.
How do you know that?
Well, because I read a lot of books.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Yes. I believe
Hmm.
they call them puppy dreams when like a dog does it. Which I don't know why you would call it a puppy dream if adult dogs do it as well, but I don't know.
Right.
Oh, you could ask Aelia when she comes here if Handsome dreams.
Does Handsome dream, do we think?
James,
That an
answer the
in-character or out-of-character
ontological
question?
question of
Do
If it's an out of character
dream?
question, nothing on Everglen dreams.
Not even animals?
As far as you know.
So I want
Okay.
a study one.
You can try.
I can
Really
I
powerful
can
energy.
ask Andrew about the chicken. As long as it's just observation only,
Yes, of course.
Okay. Any other requests? Great.
I have a question. Are we letting your wife know what we're up to?
Yes. I was going to, debrief her tonight, but may as well.
So, will she be coming tonight as well?
Oh. I expect she will want to. Yes.
Perfect. She's good
Okay.
muscle on the team.
Yes.
And I'll say it's right about this point that you guys start hearing kind of like the crunching footsteps down the path, and a moment later, Aelia rounds the corner. Diana, would you like to describe what I know I've described Aelia, but it's different than you playing a PC. Would you like to tell us what Aelia looks like?
I mean, I guess so. I'm pretty sure the description that you did was the one I sent you. But Aelia is this just very tall, androgyne woman. Her hair is, like I said, that kind of like honey auburn run through with like highlights of pink, because she is in dawn. She has this like sun-kissed skin with just freckles all across like her face and her shoulders, and these like piercing blue eyes. She has a couple of, it's a little hard to see right now, but she does have a couple of like very like old battle scars on her arms that are very well healed, but are still definitely visible. I'm trying to think about what else. Fucking shit ton of jewelry pretty much all the time. She's like, definitely like a rings girly. And yeah, I think that she kind of comes rounding the corner like speed walking. I think that this walk took her 8 minutes instead of 10 because gay people speed. But she rounds the corner, just kind of like very much searching for Lark, and as soon as her eyes kind of find him, she kind of visibly relaxes a little bit. Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. This
Hi.
is certainly interesting. Oh, fantastic. Hello. I walked very quickly to get here. Lark, can I have a word? Just briefly. Sorry, I shouldn't be rude. Hello, Luca. Lovely to see you. Cam. Hi. Hi. I don't know. I also have. Oh, I do actually have news about the theme for the ball. Remind me to tell you. Put a pin in it. I had a reminder to talk to you about it tomorrow, but you are here tonight, so maybe I don't know. Elise, lovely to see you outside of the archives. It's been a while.
Yes, you as well.
Fantastic. Lark, could we just have a little sidebar very quickly?
Lark, like, starts to follow you, and you start walking off together, and then Tobias suddenly gets yanked.
Yeah. Divya
then,
kind of
like,
like
pause and
stumbles
goes-
off this hay bale and takes like 3 steps and kind of just kind of just gives you a look, Lark.
I look at Aelia.
Kind of I.
Security precaution.
Security precaution. All right, I understand. Kind of. Can I give Tavia a little once over? Are they? What's their deal? Are they armed right now? What's happening?
We don't have time to get into what Tivia's deal is, but
Yeah.
I know that you guys talked about giving the sword back. Did you do that?
We
I think
did.
it was Camille. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then you see just the one sword or both of them? I'm trying to remember.
It was the one that they have from
Magic
the
one.
Inquisitors. The
Cool,
special one,
yeah.
yeah.
So you see on Tivia's belt, one scabbard is empty, but there is a very finely made sword, a rapier, that he's kind of got his arm resting on very casually.
Uh-huh. And part of that security precaution was arming them. I see.
Oh, well, and then, like, holds up their hand and shows you a ring on it. It's like, well, no, because the enchantment that you are not, there's no, they are not able to harm me in any fashion. It's part of the, Camille.
I see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You've been busy, haven't you? All right. Can I just ask why? First of all, and also I suppose
Why what?
what and when did this all happen?
Why and when? Okay.
Mm,
Hold on a minute. I think, like, Locke kind of starts to, like, fiddle with, like, the ring. I think they can, like, extend the reach on this,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I think they kind of mess around with the ring and then kind of go, okay, that should do it. Darling, let's
wonderful.
okay. We'll, like, take you by the arm.
Uh-huh.
Like, kind of very, like, primly, like, walk away from you, and as soon as you, like, turn a corner of the barn, we'll, like, slump against the door and just put the head in there.
I think that all of the, like, I don't think it's quite anger, but I do think that there was, like, a little bit of, like, mounting frustration at all of this having happened, and she was completely out of the loop, but I think all of that just kind of melts immediately. What?
Oh, I don't know what to do.
What? All right, I can't help if I don't know what's going on. Why don't we start at the beginning?
Okay, well, first of all, I haven't not told you because of, it's so much has happened. And, I didn't have a spare moment to come find you, and I was going to come back and, do our little debrief of the day, but I had to kind of emergency level call a little group meeting, and I didn't know where you were, and I had this pirate following me, although they're not following me because, they are tied to me now. But that is something I did because we need each other's help, and I couldn't do that from the dungeon, and giving me these very strange looks, and so I think my father did something really, really bad. I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, right. You have had a busy day. What exactly do you think that he did, and what does this have to do with the pirate that you now have on a leash?
Something is going on. And it has something to do with the dreaming.
All right.
I think I had a dream this morning.
There's just a, flash of, panic in her eyes for a minute before she is kind of...
Maybe not. Maybe I was, I was unconscious.
No.
Maybe there's a different...
Were you unconscious and you had a vision?
I've never had... I don't know. I was scrying, and then I wasn't. And then I fell over.
Fell over? Are you...
Doesn't matter.
Are you alright? And immediately starts, physically checking him. Are you...
I think you can see there's, a bump on the head.
Oh, Lark! And we'll just kind of lay on hands and, just... heal that real quick. You were unconscious and you had darling, that is a dream, I think.
We don't know. I've never had one before. Who knows? Maybe it was just, something. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe. I was scrying on the person I am helping this pirate to find, who is one of a number of many missing people at the minute that myself and the others are kind of investigating. And, in the midst of this scrying, I spoke to something, and it might have been, I don't know, but they were talking about my father and mentioned that, these people had been locked away and it was his fault. And maybe the people are missing because of him. Or maybe it was an accident and maybe we can fix it, but either way, I really don't know what to do right now.
Kind of just a moment to process all of that. Alright, so do you think all of this is connected to that? The woman at receiving day? Is that what this is?
It started with her, I think. Okay, so also there was a Jabberwocky.
Oh, she's super normal about that. Yeah, super
I turned it into a rabbit, and it's totally fine.
Right, and it's a rabbit now. So and you're fine. You're not hurt. You're okay. You're not hurt. I'm going to just put that one to the side for just a moment because if I think about that for too long, I will throw up. All right, so something is going on with the dreaming. People are going... How many people is this? This is quite a number that we've started counting between that woman's family member and then the captain's friend and
two others.
And two others. All right. So why exactly, the one thing that I'm still not entirely clear on, why exactly are we here? On the farm.
At the farm?
Yes.
Well, I'm worried that the angle of this investigation is leading to some light treason.
I see.
I needed to not be in castle grounds.
I see. Come here. we'll kind of just
Okay.
yeah,
Head
grab
thugs
him
on your
into a
shoulder.
really big hug, and kind of just hold him. And it just has constantly like that like sunny warmth radiating off of her, and she kind of just like lets it envelop them for a couple.
I'm so sorry, but I'm also so glad you are here.
Of course. All right, so what can I do?
Okay, well, we have a meeting tonight with maybe someone.
All right.
Maybe the old lady's missing daughter. I don't know. It matched the description.
Oh. Well, 1 out of 4 won't be bad. That could be helpful. Yes. Fantastic. And can you just run back through really quickly the logic of taking the pirate out of the cell that they seemed quite comfortable in when I saw them last. They were perfectly fine to spend all of their time there and just continue making cutting remarks towards any of the guards who happened to pass by. So I just don't.
You visited the pirate in the cell.
I had a bit of time this morning.
Right.
Listen, I know that you said that you didn't feel threatened by them during your encounter. I know that, and I understand you, and I believe you, but I wanted to I don't know, try to get the measure of them a bit.
A very challenging task.
Yes, I discovered that very quickly.
Well, my reasoning for, taking out, we have plans to potentially visit their ship. They have information that might aid this investigation, and I really would rather just have them kind of on hand to assist rather than keep dipping back into the prison cells every time I need to ask a question. It seemed sensible at the time, but I'm gathering that it's raising some eyebrows. Maybe, potentially.
Yes. Like I said, the lieutenant came to me personally and seemed a little bit...
And said what?
Just that you had taken the prisoner and that they didn't want to question your judgment, but also felt that someone else should know.
Okay.
It was kind of a bold move. And you know me, I applaud and encourage bold moves, but they do sometimes raise eyebrows. So.
Fine. It is what it is.
I don't think it was the wrong decision. Yeah. It's not what I'm saying. You can imagine my surprise. It was a little bit alarming. Spending my day going over arrangements and party favors, and it was a bit of a shock.
I think they kind of like get a little bit of like a soft smile on their face. They lean into you a bit and go, would you rather be managing invitations and party favors, or would you rather be going to a secret midnight meeting with me and a few other people on a very high stakes investigation?
Oh, I would much rather be doing this.
But I thought. Well, welcome to the club.
Thank you.
It's a little bit crazy.
Really? With this group? I would have never imagined. Alright, should we go speak to them, I guess? I don't know if you were all trying to...
I was just kind of herding chickens, so...
Why were you herding chickens? Is that the...
Looks down at, like, Handsome at your feet.
Handsome has been sitting next to you very politely the whole time, looking at you with such an intensity, Lark, as just a little guy who wants to jump onto you so bad, but knows that you are so afraid of him. It's just...
Well, he does kind of eye the sparrows in the garden from time to time.
He just likes to look at them. He would never do anything.
Just looks at Handsome again.
Hmm.
My apologies.
Shuffles forward like 2 steps and like very slowly starts sticking his nose towards your hand. But like looking up at you, and looking back at your hand, and looking back up at you, and looking back at your hand.
I never know how to touch this dog in a way that doesn't leave my hand covered in drool.
Well, that's because there isn't one, unfortunately. So
That's my okay. Kind of like pats the kind of top of their head, and
The
then
instant
pulls
you touch Handsome, all of the like reserved nature goes away, and he's up and he's wiggling and he's pushing into your hand and he's rubbing on your pants, and there's a little line of slobber left on your pants, and he's probably pushing you over a little bit because he's just like
Okay,
pushing you 'cause he's so happy
fine.
you're here.
Lovely.
It's-
Very nice. Good boy.
good boy.
Sits, but still wiggling just a little bit.
Good boy. Handsome, would you like to go say hello to our other friend?
Perks up a little.
Go on. And we'll kind of
I'm assuming you let go of the leash.
yeah.
Yeah, Handsome will just go bounding out of sight around the corner. We'll pick up on that just a second.
Well, thank you for
Have you
coming.
really been doing all of this by yourself? Not by yourself, but
Not entirely. I've had the others, but you know,
good.
no.
Well, this is a job for a team if I've ever seen one. So
We
We'll
do
handle
have
it.
a team.
we do have a team, a very eclectic team, but I think a good one.
Yep.
One second, and kind of reaches into her like her pocket and pulls out a little handkerchief, and we'll hand it here.
Thank you.
I know.
All right. Okay. I can do this.
You
We
have
can do
been-
this.
We can do that.
That's debatable. I've been doing something.
You've been doing more than anyone else would in your situation.
I think
so-
there's a rumor going around the archivist now that I have bowel problems. There was a whole thing.
Oh. Never mind. Just heard a. Never mind. That actually makes more. You read the Arcane Inquisitor? Was that where that?
Yes.
Oh. I did hear that something.
Jabberwock. Yeah.
That was the Jabberwock. Right. I'm going to continue not thinking about that until when will time, and kind of like checks her schedule until 3 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see if I have time. Right. Well, shall we?
Leans forward, gives you a kiss on the cheek. All right, let's go.
Kind of wrap one arm around his and kind of. We've got this.
Go back into the file.
As you guys are kind of walking back, we'll go back in time a little bit to just after you guys had left. Tavia kind of like puts his hands in his pockets and gives a low whistle and just goes, "Wife." Turns back to you guys. He's got a wife.
Yes, of course. They got married like 10 years ago.
Sure. And that's by choice? She's great. She seems great. I don't mean to just didn't take
Sure.
him for the type. That's all.
Yeah, of course you
To
choose
have
a
a
wife.
wife?
You choose a queen to be. You choose a wife, of course. What kind of question is that?
Great. Good for them. Great. She seems great. So
Insight check.
yeah, make an insight check.
That's a nat fucking 20.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna check my modifier because I rolled a 5 and it wasn't a nat 20. I think you could see there's like kind of a mix of like doubt in the like not in a hostile sense, but just in like a I've read who you are and that doesn't match up with the things that I've seen, but slay, I guess. And I think you'd see there's also just the smallest, tiniest bit of like prickling there. Just the smallest amount.
My goodness, the gossiping Camille just like raises a little bit of an eyebrow and goes, "I have the wedding pictures if you'd like to see."
maybe later. I feel like we're doing a big kingdom saving shit here, right?
Oh, well, they're having a conversation, so if no problem, we could wait. We could wait.
I appreciate it though. That's very nice of you. Kind of fixes you with a look that says, "I know what you're doing." Yeah, okay, all right.
He like scrunches her nose a little bit. Is like, okay, but just offering. Sure. Yes, they're married. They've been married for 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is. Are you married?
No.
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 No one special?
Here and there. Not recently. Not the married kind of special though.
Hmm. Yes.
And what about you? You seem to know a lot about marriages and
Oh. No, not married. No.
no one special. Kind of like wiggles their head a little bit in a very clear, like mimicking what you just said.
She returns a little bit of the look that they gave her earlier. Well, not anything in particular. I think she's like kind of fidgeting with her phone a little bit, getting a little restless with it. Yeah, no, I went through a breakup a little bit ago, about 6-7 months ago. So that's been...
I'm sorry. They're tough.
Oh no, it's it's fine. There's no hard feelings about it at all. I'm actually having dinner with them tomorrow in their new
Wow.
house. So that's how good we are. Dinner tomorrow. So,
Well, I'm very happy for you.
thank you. Thank you. Of course.
I'd say
I
I'm
need
sorry
to-
for your breakup, but you don't seem very sorry, so.
I'm doing better than ever.
You look
I
great.
am. Thank you. I
Mhm.
always do. Thank you so much for noticing. I'm doing better than ever. I feel like I've progressed in my career. So sometimes you just got to move on, and do better that way, in every way.
Sure.
Yes.
I get that. I think we have that in common. So.
Oh yeah.
Height of our careers. Looking hot while we do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Someone's has to do it, to struggle.
So true. Yeah, it's hard work, but good on us for taking the burden.
Is that how you became a king?
What, breaking up with people? Kind of.
No. Oh.
That was
No,
a
that's
joke.
interesting.
I didn't actually become it that way.
Oh, I didn't. That was just, wow. I didn't know. I was like, pirates, they sleep to the top? Like, I didn't know if that was like oh, interesting. So, how does that work, becoming a pirate king?
I mean, it's different for everybody. You basically have to be a well-known enough name that when a seat is open, your peers vote you in, and the standing kings vote you in as well. And I think you see there's like, Tavia's trying very hard to keep this kind of like lighthearted, hey, whatever expression on his face, but you can see there is something a little more serious that's like settled behind his features. No, when Bella went missing, she was a pirate king, and she left me what she had. Everything they had.
Oh, see. So there is
not really on my own merit. I am a great one. Don't get me wrong, but not really on my own merit.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you just said it. It sounds like you had a pretty good amount of street credit.
Sure. I mean, it helped that the previous pirate king all but said, "This is my successor." I'm a good pirate king. Don't get me wrong. I just, I didn't do a big, daring feat of bravery and get voted in for respect.
So do you feel like people were shocked when you took it?
I think they were more shocked that Bella was gone than that I followed after them. I mean, I was her quartermaster. I, kind of went where they went, but it was all very fast.
My family has been in royalty, well, around royalty for 500 years.
Wow.
And if there's anything that I know about the kingdom here and neighboring kingdom. Well, I mean, it's been the same king for a long time, but other neighboring kingdoms. Um, if a king thinks you're worthy of something, you probably are. Especially taking the crown. That is not something. That's not an easy thing to pass on to someone else. So if you're dubbed worthy.
No, for sure. I mean, I think here you kind of see, like, the shield go back up, and that expression of, like, hey, whatever, becomes a little bit more solid. And Tavia kind of shrugs and goes, hey, I'm worthy of a lot of things. I know that. I wear the crown well. I wish it was a real crown. I think that would be very, I think it would suit me. But, yeah.
Sure. No, listen, if you ever need somebody to design a crown for you, for looks or whatever, I got you.
Are you looking to branch out to other kinds of king?
I don't expect my entire career to be an Everclan. No. I want to branch out to a lot of other things, of course. Mm-hmm.
Well, it would be an honor for me to wear something designed by someone as incredible at their art as you.
Oh, careful, I'm expensive. Okay, well,
I'm a king, so.
Interesting, you've given me a lot to think about. Excuse me for a moment if I have to get back to a little message real quick.
Sure. Kind of gives you like a little look, but decides not to pry, and will turn to the other two.
Yeah.
Tell me about this message you're working on.
Yeah, she's got a little message to send.
Yeah, tell me about that.
She's been chewing over that last text message that she got from Viscountess that was very blatantly, don't bring your own dinner to my house for an extra person.
Yeah, real.
And so she messages back finally after hours. Oh, it'd be great if I pulled it up right. Here it is. Yeah, so it says, good afternoon, Viscountess and Hand of the King. I assure you, bringing a dish is not a problem. It would be so rude of me and my +1 to show up to your home empty-handed, as you are being so gracious. I will bring the best dessert you've ever had in your life. See you tomorrow evening, Camille Angelo, royal stylist and magic artifact crafter. She says
yeah. Take a point of inspiration. I'm obsessed with that.
Okay.
You're sending this now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you send this and you see like there's a pause and it's red and the typing bubble pops up and disappears and pops up and disappears and pops up and disappears. And then like a full minute and a half passes and then you just get back looking forward to seeing you.
Oh, perfect. She hearts it and puts the phone away.
Yeah. Elise and Luca, what are you guys up to while all this is going on?
I think Elise is probably just spouting chicken facts.
Slay.
For Luca. You know, it is actually a misconception. Chickens are not herbivores, they are omnivores. So they will eat, grubs and things. They will even eat the occasional, field mouse if you let them. So, most people think they just eat, grass and grain, but that is not true.
Luca's listening to this and also minor illusioning the Jabberwock in chicken's eyes to be in front of the chickens to see if they react to it. And then when Elise says they'll eat a mouse, then she'll minor illusion a mouse to see if they do anything. It's like,
yeah. Okay. So so they're in their little coop right now. So you minor illusion a Jabberwock, and you hear a little bit of kind of concerned looking. There isn't a flurry of movement, but you can kind of see heads looking down and looking at it, and doing that thing that birds do where they look away and look back very quickly, kind of tilting their head at it. And then you move it to a mouse, and you see a couple of them sit up a little bit, and they start clucking, and they start how close are you holding it up to the wire of the coop?
Right there. And
you see a couple of them start trying to peck through the wire, and they can't quite get at it, and their feathers will ruffle a little bit, and they'll kind of do one of these around the mesh just to try and figure out how to get to it. They're having a great time. Chicken TV.
Chicken TV. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not a chicken then, because I don't want to eat rats.
Well, they don't eat rats. I think rats are a little big, but they will eat like field mouse because those are very small.
That's horrifying. I don't know why you know all these things, Elise, but
I don't know.
okay.
It is also true that if you Elise is not gonna take the cue to like stop talking.
She shouldn't.
It is also true that if you put like a bag over a chicken's head or like tucks their own head under their wing because it is dark, they will just fall asleep. They're like, oh, it is nighttime, and they will just go right to sleep. It is a true fact in the world that if you just cover a chicken's eyes so it is dark, eventually it will just kind of fall asleep.
I feel like if you put a bag over a chicken's head, it would die.
Well, not like a plastic bag. You know, if there's plastic in this world, like just a bag to be like, oh, it's nighttime, like a pillowcase or something, so they can still breathe. Yeah.
Great. Well, good talk.
I have a lot to give you, but I kind of just want to watch this conversation happen for the next 3 hours. I'm having a great time.
I think Luca's just like staring at Elise dumbfounded. Like
They also have over 30 different noises that they can make to communicate with each other. It is not just clap.
Well, so do I, so.
Okay, but okay. Well, alright.
A moment later, you guys hear the padding of bounding footsteps. And Luca, can you make me a quick strength saving throw?
Yeah, I have a -1 to strength. Just to
Real.
Where's my D20? Okay. That's a 13 then.
13, that's okay. The DC was 10. You feel 2 big paws slam into your back as Handsome jumps up on you and starts licking your face.
Oh my gosh!
He's wiggling all around and he's licking your face and he's doing those little like the little like I don't know if chuffs is the word, but that's
Boof.
the word of my brain.
It's a
There you go.
boof.
Little boofs.
Yeah.
Little boofs.
Elise, look, it's Lark's puppy.
Hello,
Oh, it's so
handsome.
big. She's
Turns to
gonna
look at
pat
you,
its
drops,
face.
and starts like butting his head up against your leg, Elise.
Sit.
Sits.
Wait. Okay, now you can come give love.
Comes and starts like immediately like bumping into you, kind of like doing that thing with like the butts wiggling and he's going in circles like around both of you guys and just like little licks on any like hand that he can find.
It's got a big tongue. Do you think that we could keep Handsome with us when we go to the thing?
I don't know. Don't dogs need a like ridiculous amount of sleep a day? Won't it be past Handsome's bedtime? Don't they need like 22 hours or 20 hours or something like that? I don't know as much about dogs
It's a
as I do about
dog.
chickens. Apparently.
20 hours of sleep for a dog? Have you ever had a dog?
Maybe it is 18.
Elise?
I have not had a dog, no.
Well, I don't know either. I've never had a dog either, so. I don't know. I just feel safer with them around, you know, like nothing's gonna jump out at us and then turn into a rabbit
Right.
or an owl. Are you seeing owls around too? You saw the owl at the tree, right?
Am I seeing owls just like about?
Yeah,
I
just
don't-
in
I
general
don't-
too. I mean,
I don't spend a lot of time like out of the castle, so I don't know why I would see
That's
them out and
That's fair.
about.
I don't either. I moved into the castle, so I probably won't see a lot of them.
Oh, yes. Oh, I heard that your sleeping arrangements had changed, and I just wanted you to know that I have a spare bedroom. If you ever need, if the castle ever gets too much, you are welcome to come and stay with
Oh,
me.
thanks. I'll take you up on that if it gets too much. The room I'm staying in is really nice. It's just got a lot of dust in it, and it's like,
You know,
anyone
dust
ever
is.
clean up in here. It's a nice
Yes.
room, though.
I'm going to keep to myself what dust is made of. Actually, that's very good. I'm sure you can get the dust. Yes. Yes.
What's
I'm
dust
glad
made of, Elise?
Dead skin mostly.
Okay. Well, whoever's dead skin it is, sorry to them. But yeah, room's
So-
nice.
Good.
It's big. Where are the rest of the people? What are we even doing here?
A minute later, Lark and Aelia will come around the corner. I was just trying to swallow my bite of granola bar first. I'm sorry.
Are we sleeping at the farm? Like, what are we?
Oh, I can't do that. Oh no.
No, I didn't plan on it. What? No. I think we've probably quite overstayed our welcome. Anyway. Well, Aelia's now caught up, for the most part.
Mostly.
Oh. Okay. Wonderful.
Does that mean that Aelia's joining the mission?
Well, if you'd all have me along, I would be... I'll put it plainly. I'm not leaving his side again, so yes.
Great.
That means Handsome's staying too, right?
What do you think,
has
Handsome?
spotted the chickens through the mesh and his like head lowered, butt wiggling, and she's looking at him.
No.
Handsome?
Doesn't pay you any mind at all.
Handsome, come here.
Kind of gives a little. Ooh. Still looking.
Handsome, I have a job for you.
You see, like, there's a hesitation, and that things that animals do where, like, the head turns a little bit and, like, kind of side airs you.
I know, but I'm going to give you something much more entertaining to watch than chickens.
Make
I'm kind of...
I would give say persuasion check, but this man doesn't speak English, so make me an animal handling check with advantage, please.
Surely
What
is
does
an
he
animal.
speak?
Dog. Friend. Big.
He speaks good boy.
He does.
Okay. That's an 18.
18, yeah, I think you see head kind of like fully turns, and he'll just do a very resigned sit, and that big dogs do, that big sigh.
I know. It's all right, though. There's a treat in it for you.
Ears perk up instantly.
Kind of will lean in. So, you're going to watch the captain over there, and points to Tivia.
Turns to Tivia, ears go down.
I'm sure they'll make very entertaining watching for you.
Kind of like squints at Tivia a little bit, and I think you see Tivia from where like he's been kind of just lounging, like does a double take and looks and like squints at you.
Captain!
Looks at you, Lark, and looks back at yeah.
I hope you're comfortable with dogs.
They're fine. He looks down at Handsome, and Handsome like lowers his head a little more.
Wonderful. You'll get along famously.
Great. I do with most people. And most things, so.
I'm sure.
Great.
Okay.
Were
Well,
you gonna see something?
then let's talk plans for tonight. Aelia, darling, please come here. I think Camille stands up, and she was sitting on the hay boat with like the scarf on it, and she's like putting a hand out for you to go sit down. Oh
Yeah,
God,
I'll come sit next to her.
Walked very quickly. I can see you're just glotting just a little bit. She puts like a little glot square from her caboodle onto your nose and just sets that to soak up any of the sweat.
Thank you.
Okay. Of course. No. So I think we all need to make a plan for tonight because I don't know if Locke has informed you, somebody's trying to ruin my life personally right now. And that's who we're meeting tonight at midnight. Yes, of course. So if you decide for any reason you'd like to kill on sight, I understand. Don't do that though.
No.
That's not something.
No. We
No?
discussed it. I think a ground rule right now should be absolutely no maiming or killing unless there is a direct threat to life. And even then, you know, a lot can be done with a quick polymorph, as we've learned today. So maybe
There is a direct threat to my liveliness, though, to the way that I live my life. So,
Right, well, it's not the same
we'll
thing.
put it on the back burner.
Okay.
Pretty close. We'll put it on the back burner of an idea. Just hold that tight. But midnight. We're going to I know it's a tree. What is the name of the tree? This is
The weeping tree.
The weeping tree tonight. When the moon is highest in the sky. So I don't know how we'd like to approach this. The only idea that I have is for me to. They're expecting me, so maybe you guys hiding in the bushes, or can you guys do any kind of camouflage or anything like that?
I could turn into a rat.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Anybody else?
I could also do that.
Oh, okay, sure.
Right.
I am sneaky, not in a rat way, just kind of.
Nice.
I'm sneaky in a rat way.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Unfortunately, I don't have any means of disguising myself or my. But I can.
That's all right.
I
Nah.
can also make someone
Wait, with this
invisible for an hour.
That's, I would love to be invisible if possible, because I have no means of stealth, no means of camouflaging myself, and I think if I have to crouch in the bushes, my knees will never let me stand back up again.
I get that. Yeah.
That is fair. That is quite fair. Okay. Aelia, darling, would you be alright hiding in a bush somewhere, or?
I'll make myself scarce.
Turn you
Okay.
into something if you want.
No, thank you. And kind of like adjusts a little bit, and you can see just like a golden sword hilt at her hip kind of peeks out from under the cloak. No, I would prefer to have all of my extremities. Opposable thumbs are really helpful in wielding this thing. So,
Understood. Okay.
but thank you.
Perfect. I think this is wonderful. All right. If we could all be very, very close, and like I said, at any moment when you feel like I need to pop out now and murder. No, just kidding. I'm joking. That was a joke. I need to pop out now and do something. Please, do so. Elise.
Yes?
Yes. Did you? I have a few questions myself, but I fear that they might be too, personal to my situation. So, were there any questions that you thought would be best to ask this person pertaining to the case?
Well, I can take some time and think of some. I don't. And I can perhaps write some down and give them to you, or.
Sure.
let's
Yeah,
see,
I just wanted
could
to
also-
ask.
Yes.
You could also-
Yes. Well, just kidding. I cannot do that. What I was going to say, that is a different character. Yes, but I can think of some questions for you to ask, and then get them to you before the meeting.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's an open thing for everybody as well. I just wanted to be sure. You're very good with, doing what you do, so I wanted to know if you had any prepped at all. I have a few myself, so.
Good. Yes. No, I am certain I have some. I will absolutely get you some questions that would benefit us all. Absolutely.
Sure.
Elise, you also mentioned that you had some specific research you've been looking at on the dreaming itself, that it allowed you to allowed you to access some information.
Yes, I do. That is all back in the library. You're welcome to any of you come and visit whenever you would like to look at some of it. It is all very basic information. I can't find anything too extravagant, but anything helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was planning on coming to the library as well. Elise, I have some overdue books, and wanted to actually go over what was said on receiving day as well. There were some things I just wanted to remember.
Yes, of course. You're always welcome.
It is at this moment that first, I think what you notice is Handsome kind of like stops and looks off, and there's just a little bit of like a whine, just a very, very faint one. And you notice kind of like a lot of the animals on the farm Like, you hear, like, the fluttering of wings. You hear, like, the braying of a donkey somewhere. Just, like, kind of stirring animal sounds. Can I have everybody make a perception check for me, please?
Oh, gee.
Okay, that's a pass.
26.
Definitely a pass.
Just a 15.
That's exactly what you needed, so it's okay.
Got a 17.
Slay pass.
14.
14, that's okay. So, I mean, this makes sense, right? I think, Camille, you guys, I'm imagining, are standing in something like a circle. Camille, I imagine you have your back to this, just by nature of the way the circle is. What the rest of you notice, way off in the distance, kind of in, like, the Monarch Estate area, but you can't see directly where it's coming from, there is this, like, very faint kind of, like, boom is a strong word. Not an explosion kind of boom, but just sort of like that. And you see this flash of bright blue light the sky for a second and fade. And there's a moment where the world is extremely quiet. And then there is a shockwave of violent air that roars around all of you, whipping the cornfields practically flat, the trees, branches, and leaves flying off the trees, your hair blown back. I imagine some of you stumble back a little bit. And just as there's a moment where, like, you know, you think to start reaching for people to do something, where the shock, your own shock, like, begins to pass, you blink, and it's gone. And the world is exactly the way it was a second ago. Handsome looks fine, the animals are quiet. We're all standing in a circle.
I think, like, has automatically, like, gone to grab for Aelia's arm and kind of, like...
Yeah, she's got one arm on him and the other one on the hilt of her sword.
What was that?
I have no idea.
So, can I start, like, walk over to the field and look and see if any of the stalks are, like, were, like, broken from the blast and being bent over?
Sure. Without even a check, they look perfectly fine. And the trees, too, with, like, where, like, branches and leaves have been flying, perfectly intact.
Can I make some sort of check? Maybe, like, an Arcana check? What sort of level of is this a magical thing? Is it something I recognize? Is it a fae thing?
I would say, without a
Ambrose
check,
thing?
the way that, like, the air felt a moment before this, like, shockwave hit, I think to you felt very arcane. Like, when you're standing next to, like, really concentrated, like, powers or, like, magical energy. I don't think you recognize it at all, and I don't think there's a way that you could here.
Sure.
Whatever it is, I think you would know probably bigger than something a caster could do, unless it was, like, maybe Ambrose could do something like whatever just happened, but other than that, it would take something bigger than, like, even, like, a 9th level spell.
And the epicenter of this, like, shockwave, was that on the Monarch Estate or somewhere close or adjacent?
You couldn't see, it was in the vicinity of the Monarch Estate.
Okay. We need to go. We need to return now.
What?
I don't
Why
know.
did you guys get all weird?
Is it
You didn't feel that?
Sees it?
Okay.
Feel what?
Maybe we dreamed. Oh my god.
No, I
What
don't.
happened?
I doubt it.
You didn't feel
Is it-
that?
Feel what?
The flash of blue, the
Is this
massive
like a
shockwave.
joke? Is this like a joke thing that you guys are doing because you don't like me?
Do we look
No,
like we're
no, we
joking?
ain't on inside jokes, and this I don't
know you.
What?
What do you mean? We were just standing here talking.
You didn't
and then
feel
you guys
the
stopped
wind?
And you all.
What wind?
It's
Tavia kind of like looks around a little bit and looks at you.
You didn't feel that? We didn't look funny or anything? We just were standing here the whole time?
I mean, you guys kind of all looked like you shit yourself simultaneously, but I didn't really know why.
Right.
Oh.
Yes, I agree we should go because if not all of us felt that, there's definitely something strange afoot.
Somebody got an over 20 on perception, right?
26.
Aelia, I think you see as, like, Tavia is kind of blinking a little bit in confusion. There's a moment where their eyes are, like, a little bluer than they should be, and they blink and they're back to normal. No, I have no fucking idea what you guys are talking about.
Put
Kinda
that
freaking me out.
shit in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right, you have absolutely no idea.
I have absolutely no idea what we're talking about here.
Okay, well,
Right.
let's just start walking, and we can discuss who saw and who didn't see
Walk
on the way.
towards what just happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
It'll
that's a
be
good
all
idea.
right. Okay.
For my brain, so Camille didn't see anything because of her
You
perception
didn't see
check?
the
Okay.
flash, but you did
But you
feel
felt.
like the wind and the
Okay.
whole. You felt like that magical energy. You just didn't see the flash of blue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Black just starts walking. I think we'll kind of probably shout through the kitchen window to where Andrew is.
Yeah. The window will kind of open.
Did
Hey,
you see
hello?
that? Did you just feel something?
Like what?
Like a shockwave of a burst of magic? Anything?
Oh, I dropped a cup in here. Was it that? Sorry. I was, I'm like baking pies and I've got butter on my hands and I picked up my own cup of coffee and I dropped
No, I highly doubt it. We're going to head back. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Maybe take a chicken.
What?
Can Elise, we're doing some. We would love to know if it dreams or not. It will be unharmed and return to you.
Sure. Yeah, you can take Lucy.
Thank you.
Why would a chicken dream? What do chickens
Okay.
dream about?
Thank
I'm
you.
not
what I'm
going to
trying
ask
to find
questions
out.
about the dreaming thing. Because, you're the future king and my best friend and I trust you. I didn't hear anything.
I really appreciate that.
Anytime, man.
Okay, great.
You want a pie to go?
Yes.
The Andrew disappears and a minute later comes back with a still steaming apple pie and we'll kind of put it on the windowsill. There you go, man.
Okay. It's sweater over the hat.
Yeah. I mean, it's in a dish and the dish is warm, but it's bearable.
Sure. Okay. At least is anyone? I will hold the chicken. Oh gosh. Someone grab the pie. He's gonna go grab Lucy the chicken.
And just kind of takes the pie out of their hand.
Okay, let's go.
Lucy kind of squawks a little bit and looks around at everybody and will just settle into your hands.
We could pick the chicken up on the way back. I don't think it's right now.
It's in my arms. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can easily make your way back to the Monarch Estate. Is anybody doing anything on the walk? Anyone want to talk about anything on the walk?
I think at some point in this walk, Aelia will willing to step with the two people who she knows will definitely gossip about this. Luca and Camille. And will kind of just under her breath looking up ahead at probably Lark leading with Tavia in tow. So what's their deal?
Which one?
Not my husband. Oh, their deal.
Pirate one?
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't really know. And they're a little bit weird, but they seem to like Lark.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Hey,
They've got some cool stuff. They're a pirate. I think.
Oh, yeah, Aelia, Luca is wearing Tivia's coat. Just as a reminder.
She still is.
Great.
Cool clothes,
I did think that was new.
Yeah, it's new. They said I can wear it, so can't be all bad,
Interesting.
And,
very invested and close to Isabella, the former
Yes.
Inquisitor.
Yes, Miss Kinron. I heard.
Apparently, Tivia's been around the court for about 3 months. Trying to get to ear. I don't know if you know that or not. They were shocked that you guys were married, but that was big news.
that was weird.
Yeah, very interesting. I feel like you're asking a specific question though. What do you a vibe
No,
check?
I just just whether we thought that them still being armed was just, a danger to our lives or anyone around us, specifically the future king of Everglen and, all that.
Well, yeah, they're a pirate. I think there's always an element of danger in
Right.
sword swinging. So, I don't know. Maybe maybe some people just love to live in danger constantly.
Right.
Lark seems to like that, so.
Yeah.
But they've behaved thus far.
Oh, yeah.
They give an air of this was all according to my plan type thing. So I don't know if that's maybe they're behaved because it's going well for their plan, or maybe they're behaved because they actually. Oh, it might be just them actually interested in what's going on with Isabella, right, Luca? That might be what it is.
They seem to want to be Lark's friend.
Very interested.
I wouldn't break into someone's room and then be that to them if I had the intention of hurt. I pulled a sword on them. It's very confusing to me because I
am also getting a lot of mixed signals, which is, I think, what's really kind of throwing me a bit on them. But
the problem is every time they talk, it's very endearing and charming, and it's hard to resist.
Really?
It is.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I didn't get that at all.
Oh, you don't feel that?
No.
Cammy, what about you? Do you feel that?
Oh, yeah, that's why I want them to model for me for my next collection. I'm feeling inspired by pirate themes,
Oh, like a criminal collection. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking more like sea-themed things with a little hint of danger. Be dangerous and get, that jewelry that's a little bit too out of your price range type thing, It's something like that. But yeah, I think that they're quite nice. Actually, I've been enjoying their time. I was a bit skeptical. I was a bit worried. Locke. She kind of looks over at Locke. Locke is, just frail. So I just was a little scared of Tivia being around them, but they seem to be fine.
All right. All right. For now,
How are you
suppose.
feeling, though?
Oh, just like my day that was already rather long just got longer, but I would rather be here with all of you lines of things than hearing about it all afterwards. So
yeah,
glad to be here and good to see you. I have been so busy lately, and I feel like we haven't caught up in a hot minute. But honestly, that needs to change immediately because now that I have a bit of a theme and a direction for the ball, I am very eager to start working.
I'm so excited. Did you know that Locke gave me full creative control? Oh, well, His Highness. Sorry, I'm adjusting. His Highness gave me full creative control, I believe. I still have that. We'll see.
Adjusting to what?
Just in my brain this morning, it was clicked that Locke and I were on like a friendly level, but then, they keep saying the word illegal around me with the things and the choices that I make, so I feel like, I don't know, maybe we have to keep
Lark just uses that word as a throwaway.
It's not a value judgment necessarily on you. It is just some of the things that you do are illegal, and
do you think getting children out of jail is a legal thing to do? It's legal because they're the king or the king to be. It's just
exactly, and that's
it.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying it's not in any way, shape, or form a value judgment on you or those decisions. But they've got a lot on their plate right now, and I don't think that they expected helping that woman at receiving day to turn into this.
Has Lark ever not had a lot on his plate?
Yes, thank you, Lucas. Say it again. Yes.
Always something.
There are ebbs and flows. Ups and downs. No, really, not really.
Right.
In the time that I've known them. Maybe before we knew each other, but certainly not since.
Do you two go on vacation and stuff, or is that...
Jess, I feel like the last vacation they went on was their honeymoon, and that was only 2/3 of a vacation. Okay, cool. Glad we're in agreement. We just haven't really gotten the chance to get away, but that's why going to the farm and visiting their friend is so helpful and so important for them. So we have our little escapes, just all here on Everglen.
Right. The
Sure.
dirt.
And the dirt and farm.
Well,
Wherever floats their boat.
well, then maybe I need
Thank-
to clear the air with His Highness about all of that. It's hard to be told that your special interests are illegal, and then not only that, sorry, not only that, I have a way that I've been moving and they almost exposed me, in front of everyone at the
I'm sure it wasn't intentional. I'm sure it wasn't intentional.
Right.
But still no less frustrating.
Yes. I think a proper conversation should do. And Luke, earlier when we were speaking, I don't know if you noticed, but Locke did notice. So just a double check on that, because that can be, I don't know.
Wait, what? This is Grace.
Oh, last session when Luca and Camille were talking, Lark was ahead and we were like in an echoey hall and Lark overheard and got really sad. So
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the two of you have created a bit more of a closer bond and are still on first name basis, so I don't know, I'll double check on that. Might be.
Camille,
I'm
how
not
many years have
calling Lark Crown Lord. We're friends at this point.
Camille, you've been dressing us for how many years at this point?
4.5.
Yes. I feel like if you and I are on a first name basis, then I don't think that Lark is going to object or frankly even notice, because I think that he's gotten a little bit, I was going to say nose blind, but that's not really right. To the whole to the titles, after a while they kind of stop meaning anything. At least in casual conversation with friends.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
We fought a Jabberwock together.
We did. We've been
Their
through
name's
things.
Lark.
I thought we were bonding, So yes, you're right. You're right. I know I can hold on to grudges. It's a thing of mine. Gina says I need to stop, so I'll do something about it. I'll make steps forward.
Not all of your grudges. I feel like some of the ones you have are kind of
Yeah.
warranted. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We need to talk about which ones.
Yeah.
I have quite
But
a few.
not Lark.
Not Lark. Right. Correct. Okay.
You know,
Sorry.
actually, when I was young and I would fight with my sister, we'd have to wear a big shirt. And we'd have to both be in one shirt until we got along. So maybe you and Lark could try and do that.
Isn't that what Lark is kind of doing with Tivia?
Oh God, it is. I don't
Yeah,
think a third
it kind of is,
person
isn't
could
it?
fit in that shirt. I don't think you'd want to be in that shirt, honestly.
No, I don't want to be in the middle of that. But that is, you're right, proximity does make people grow closer, especially lived experience, and whatever we're doing here, it seems to provide that for us, so I will talk to Lark and talk through my feelings, not push aside, and yes, we should do that. Thank you. I appreciate you all.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything or having any conversations on the way up to the estate?
Could I do a quick pyro check-in?
Hell yeah, you can.
I think Locke is like speed walking, like one of those corporate athleisure guys who like speed walk towards. And so I think every now and again, I just think paired with like Tavia's very cocky ambling stroll, like they might trip each other every so often. And so I think Locke eventually kind of like tries to match their pace a little bit better and just, I'm sorry if this is uncomfortable or,
What?
irritating at that. I'm still getting used to it.
It's fine. Better than a dungeon with Virion just kind of glaring at me. So
You seem to be having a great time down there.
yeah, it was alright. I've been in better dungeons. Don't get me wrong, but
How many dungeons have you been in?
a couple.
Okay. Well, fine. Okay.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes.
Alright.
Very strained, fake smile.
Sure. I think I'm gonna make an insight check on that. I feel like Tavia has spent enough time with you now to sort of start getting the measure of you. Oh my god, the way this man has only rolled 5s today. What's his bonus? 8.
I'm
Hmm?
I'm just throwing deception. Oh, hilarious. I also got an 8, so I think they got
Incredible.
Luck. Tavia can kind of tell that Luck's kind of brimming with something and is probably like about to snap, but is doing the kind of fine.
Sure. Alright. Well, you know, I may be a pirate, but I'm pretty good at keeping secrets. So if you're ever not okay, and you want to talk to somebody who doesn't
I
treat
don't have
you
any
like
secrets.
a gold-plated, fragile little thing, I'm here.
Oh, I should confide in you, should I?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But we're literally and figuratively stuck together, and I kind of need you.
You, um, uh, yeah, sure. I'm fine. No, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Kind of smirking at you a little bit at how hard it was to get that sentence out. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. That's
You're
very
welcome.
kind of you.
Yeah, I'm a kind person. So.
Sure. Okay.
So was carrying chickens around like your thing? Or just like a hobby?
Well, this is Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. The chicken kind of like clucks a little and like looks at Tavia and looks back down at Handsome, who I cannot overstate, basically like has his nose attached to Tavia's hip and is just like following them so closely. And then Lucy will kind of just hunker down again a little bit.
Well. I don't make a habit of carrying chickens around, no, but I have experience in carrying chickens, you see, because I hatched Lucy. I didn't hatch. She didn't come. So there was a clutch of eggs, right, that needed incubating, and I kind of walked around with them, kind of in like a pack attached to my chest for a while, and then it kind of just hatched inside my shirt, which was a very strange sensation. And then she kind of just followed me around for the next, year or so, and well, I've never been a chicken mother before, but I guess this is the closest I'll get. So, until I have heirs of my own, which won't be chickens. And so it's just been she's very sweet, but doesn't quite know how to be a chicken because I think she was hatched on me. And I'm not a chicken. And I don't think I've done a very good job at teaching her how to be a chicken.
Well, that's actually pretty sweet.
Is
Future king, chicken wrangler, chicken mother. Any other surprises of Lark Oaks I should start filing away?
You have no idea.
Right.
That's all for now, I guess.
Well, I look forward to learning more. You're a very interesting person, and I mean that in a good way.
Okay. Locke is like almost purple with how deeply they're like blushing. Really? Because. Oh well, I'm glad. Excellent. If you hated me, that would be something, seeing as we are kind of attached.
Sure. I don't.
Good. That'd be unfortunate.
Good.
But you're welcome to if you want.
Thank you for your leave, Your Highness, to hate you, but I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Okay, great.
But I appreciate the permission, anyway, just in case.
You know, sometimes people just dislike you for, you know, a very strong reason that you can't ever really get your head around.
Anyone specific?
Oh, you know. Just stuff. Just family stuff. Anyway. Chickens are easier.
You know, I've never really met a chicken outside of Lucy here, but that does feel true. Yeah.
They're very intelligent.
Are they?
You know they can count up to 10.
Did not know that. It's good to know. How do you know they can't speak common?
It's more of an inner feeling. And also I kind of used to use flashcards with.
Oh. Well, I guess you are a good chicken mother then.
Maybe I'm better than I think.
I think Tiffy just kind of looks at you, but it's like an expression of like fondness and curiosity and just absolute confusion.
I'm not making that up. Chickens can count, right?
Was that to me?
Yeah.
I was busy in the chat. Can chickens count? I don't know. Let me consult the oracles. That I just have to go through my mind. Yes, baby chickens can do. Yes, they can. They can also add and subtract, which is wild.
Wow, I can't even do that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That was a joke. Just to be clear, that was a joke. I can't
With
do
no
that.
judgment. You know.
Thank you.
I have flashcards ready to go anytime.
Right. I'll keep that in mind then. Could be useful.
Yeah.
They also have object permanence, which is more than I can say for some people I know. So
I don't have that. That's not a joke.
Well, chickens do. So think about that.
Well, more you know. And it is around this time that you all kind of approach the entryway to the Monarch estate. Looks fine.
Okay. Can I get a staticky feeling of like a big magic that's been cast recently?
Oh, make me a perception check, because that's very fun.
These dice are so hard to read. Oh!
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think what you feel is
On
like,
my
I think
road,
actually, oh, I love her. I think you kind of get the feeling actually just before you reach the door then, as you're walking through, kind of off to like the side of the estate, not in the estate, you get like, almost like you're on the outskirts of that radius. Yeah. Just like the kind of like the hairs on your arms kind of stand up a little bit, and you get that like kind of feeling.
Could I detect magic? Could I ritual cast it?
Sure, yeah. We'll say, because I mean, you guys were walking and talking, we'll say that we can just have that go up. Remind me what the radius is. It's 30 feet, right?
Ooh. Yes.
Cool. So as you're kind of like just before the entrance, you cast this, and I think you don't get anything in the immediate vicinity, but you kind of get that same like feeling in the direction that you felt it as you passed as well.
Okay. And I'm gonna kind of lead the group in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. As you kind of walk for a few minutes, the like closer you get to what you realize is the weeping tree, the stronger that feeling becomes, until it kind of like this detect magic is almost a little bit overwhelming, I think. There is so much magic in this area. It's fading and fading and fading by the minute, but there is so much concentrated magic in this area that it's kind of hard to think about, like, anything else. And give me just a moment. I have to look up a school of magic here. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'll be there in a minute.
As this is happening, as we kind of are approaching the palace again, I think that Aelia is just going to sort of fall in step next to Lark. And in a move that she does, I think quite a lot, kind of reach over to take their left hand with her left hand, and I'm going to cast Warding Bond through our wedding rings.
Oh.
Yeah, so for the next... Yeah, so fucking gay. So for... I think it kind of like pulses with this like warm magical energy for a couple of seconds. And for the next hour, you have a +1 to your AC and to all saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage, but we whenever you take damage, I also take damage. So
Okay.
slight.
I think they kind of like squeeze your hand back.
Stay close. Yeah.
The magic that you get is the closest school that you can kind of identify is transmutation, but you get the sense that it is like much grander than one school of magic. Like there is so much magic here that like you kind of get like if it had to fit in a school it would be transmutation, but it was big fucking magic here.
Okay. I think Laura kind of like squints, like kind of like almost with like a bit of a headache as this like overwhelm kind of hits them and just goes, can anyone else feel that? It's something happened here.
Can Camille do a little...
Yeah, tell me what you'd like
something?
to do. Yeah.
Oh.
I love it when Camille does something. It's my favorite.
So much of this is already same day. She used so much of her stuff.
Sure.
Other than Arcana check, I'm not sure if you can use anything.
That's okay. You can make an Arcana check if you want.
Do a little Arcana check.
I would also, while we're here, love to cast Aid on Aelia, Luca, and Camille. So your hit point max and total goes up by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Oh, slay. Can I cast Pass Without Trace on the group?
Sure.
I don't even know I had that.
I got my brain is not mathing. 23.
23. Yeah, I think you can also definitely feel this like concentrated magic. I think what kind of strikes you with this check is, I imagine this is not a magic that you would counter often, not transmutation specifically, but there is like an aspect to this or an element that you recognize from your studies with the Inquisitor as having something to do with time. Like, I think what you see is like there's little section, like the burnt fronds of the willow tree. Some of them have grown longer and look untouched, and some of them are still singed. You kind of can like feel there is almost like if this magic in this area is music, right? Like the main melody here is transmutation, and like underneath the like underscoring is something to do with like time or like changing the world around. And I think that you as someone who frequently like takes magic apart and puts it back together, you can kind of sense that there are like, this is very strong, and there are several like melodies and harmonies, for lack of better analogy, happening in this magic, and that it is fading and fading and fading. So it's not something that's active, but it's something big that happened here.
Right. Seems not only transmutation, but someone's been doing something interesting with time. It's just looking at it, I think she kind of like points to the difference between some of the leaves and the singes and the long growing. Yeah, it's just it's fading
Right.
though, but something
right.
obviously gigantic happened here.
Time. Like, what do you mean time?
And actually, I'm so sorry. Can everyone make me a very quick perception check? Except for Aelia, because you were not there for what I'm about to reference. But I give you a kiss on the forehead. And all of my love.
27.
Nice.
15.
I thought you said
Is it perception?
23. Yes.
Mhm.
18 plus 7, so a
24. Nope.
yeah.
5.
20, yeah, sure. One of
Slay.
those.
Okay. So Luca, you said you got a 15? Luca, I think what you notice, kind of looking around here, is there are more like singe marks leading deeper into the forest in this moment that weren't there earlier. Camille, you said you got a 23?
Yes.
No, oh, my brain is giant. With a 23, I think what you notice is there is like kind of like more kind of like dark splatters in the grass, like some of that dark blue ink, some that looks kind of like human blood or humanoid blood kind of left over in this area that wasn't there before. And I think my over 25s, as you sort of like process this information of the things that's changed, I think what you put together here is it's almost as if there was a longer fight with the Jabberwock that didn't happen for you. But like you see the signs of the fight where you guys were, and there is like more singe marks and like different singe marks, and there is sign of like more of the Jabberwock's blood kind of splattered here. Like not like a huge fight, but there is more sign of resistance than there was when you left initially.
What is happening here? This is not how I remember it.
And I think with that really excellent cliffhanger line, we're going to take our break. Don't change that Twitch channel. We'll be back in just a few moments, and we'll see you soon. Hello and welcome back. I hope you got a good snack, maybe got a nice soft blanket, some cozy socks. I'm a big soft sock guy, and it's the season. Anyway, we're gonna pick up right where we left off. That's you guys.
Magic.
Real. I believe, like, you had just said something like something has.
Yeah, I think Locke's kind of scanning the tree. I think I think my concern is this not where we're meeting in, a couple of hours? Right?
It is.
So what's been done here? Why does everything feel so different? And who did this? Can I look at I remember the last time we were here, like the trunk of the tree had some shit in it. Can I investigate?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say without even a roll because you knew where it was. I think you can see it's a lot more faded now, but there are still like remnants of that kind of like glimmering purple magic that had embedded itself in the tree. It's much, much fainter because it's been a couple hours. But yeah, there's still kind of like very faint traces of it there.
Okay. Is there a weird owl anywhere?
Make a perception check.
18.
18? I'll roll a luck check. You kind of take a moment to look around. I think there's a moment where you hear like the flutter of wings in the branches above you, and you look up. It's a normal bird.
I think Aelia, who very much has like one hand on her sword and is kind of like pacing around the edge of the group with her eyes more focused out and away from the tree into their surroundings and just kind of let them do their things, kind of just, so this is where you fought that thing.
Yes.
It wasn't really a fight.
Not as you left
it was
it.
more of a turning it into a rabbit.
Right. But this
Yeah.
is not as you left it, correct?
No, it looks as though the fight was larger than it was.
Where did we bring the Jabberwock?
Back to
Was that an in or out of character question?
That was out.
You brought it back to the Arcane Inquisitors. It was tucked away back into the crystal it was in, safely in the vault.
It might be worth it to reach out to the Arcane Inquisitors to go check and see that the creature is stored safely as we left it. If there is time things going on and the fight looks different, we might be able to know more or guess more if we know.
Luca, would you be able to message your sister and check? Oh, no?
No, it's fine. I can do it. No, I got it.
Issues with your sister?
Is what?
Oh, I was asking if there were issues with your sister that you're having.
No. We're really close, and I can do this by myself, but I can also ask because the group needs it, not because I need to know. So
Right,
it's
exactly.
not just a me thing, it's a you guys thing.
Yes.
Alright.
We're not,
Very
we're not-
quickly. Does anyone else have the stream open? We're
No.
fine. Mine hadn't updated. It was still on the break screen, but we are back. Don't worry about me. Keep going.
So I can ask for you. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
She will pull out her, what is the name? Transmitter?
Hollow transmitter? Yeah.
Hollow transmitter and text Georgie. Good evening. I was wondering, backspace. My group of comrades was wondering if you still have the Jabberwock in possession, ? Luca Lafay. Send.
Yeah, I think a minute passes, and you're like, you see like the typing, it's like red, and a good minute passes. And then you just get back 2 ? Sent. And then you see typing and goes, the Jabberwock is right where you left it. why are you writing this like a letter of resignation? No punctuation.
She likes the message and then replies back, "Are you 100% certain? Question mark. Luca LaFay."
I think a moment passes and you get a call. Georgie.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second. She'll let it ring a few times before picking up. Hello?
Hi. Are you okay?
I'm totally fine and I'm doing really well, actually.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that sounds true.
So, yeah. Well, I am.
Great. What are
I
you
was
asking me?
I'm wondering if you are 100% certain that the Jabberwock is where we left it with you and it is still there.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little beat up when you guys brought it in. It's healing, but it's not all put back together yet. So I'd imagine it's, gonna need a couple minutes to sit down. Which also, I think you sound like you maybe need a couple minutes to sit down. But
I don't need a couple minutes to sit down.
All right. Well, you know everything, obviously. So that's probably true. Anyway, yeah, it's there. It's fine. I'm standing in the vault and I'm looking at the crystal.
She says that they're standing in the vault and looking at the crystal and that the Jabberwock needs a few days to recover, so...
I said a few minutes, but okay, sure.
A few minutes to recover? So it's not that did this. Do you guys have any more questions or can I hang up?
I can hear you.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Maybe ask if she also felt a burst of magic earlier.
Did you feel a burst of magic earlier? It was real windy.
Earlier when? Earlier.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Oh. No, I mean, I didn't feel anything. We didn't feel anything here. I mean, I know that, like, earlier Venus came by and was kind of helping you guys transport the Jabberwock and stuff, and, I mean, there was that magic, but other than that, didn't it, like, knock a tree down or something in the forest with a fire eye? I guess that's not really magic, that's just kind of eyes, but, no, nothing lately.
Trio? Oh, okay, so you didn't get knocked back and there wasn't, like, a big, bright blue light that you saw?
No, but the more specific your questions get, the more worried I get.
How did everyone look when we came in? Were we, like, beat up at all when we brought the Jabberwock in? Or did we just look regular and healthy?
I mean, hey, Luca, am I on speakerphone?
No, but I can put you on speakerphone.
I mean, it might be, unless you want to keep translating for me.
No, it's fine. I want to put you on speakerphone, so I'll put you on
Okay.
speakerphone since
Great.
that's what I'm deciding
Awesome.
to do.
Good decision.
For the betterment of the group of friends that I have that I'm
Right.
that I'm working
Very
with.
generous of you. Can I
Professional.
answer that question? Can you put me on speakerphone?
And it's fine. Shh. She'll put it on speakerphone. Say that again, Elise.
Okay.
Were we beat up when we came in, or were we put together, more or less?
I mean, you guys were a little bit. You looked fine. I tried to heal you, and you very stubbornly said no, but nothing crazy. Just, a little bruise and cut here and there.
Who specifically had
Out of
bruises
character
in that?
question. We didn't take any damage in that fight, did we?
Nope.
Who specifically was cut and bruised? Specifically, and
I mean-
where?
I mean, I didn't, inspect you.
Right, but we were visibly hurt, so who was hurt and where, visibly?
Is everything okay? Because these questions are
I
kind of
need you
stressing
to
me out.
answer this question
All
very
right.
quickly, please.
Cool,
This
cool,
is
cool,
very
great.
important.
Yeah.
What do you mean to her, Elise? God.
I'm sorry, there's things are happening. Things are afoot, is that one detective guy said. Okay, what?
Nothing bad is happening, though.
Okay,
No,
I don't...
It's
I believe-
magic.
Sure, great. Well, I'm an arcane inquisitor. It's fine, I'll answer the question. Yeah, I mean, you, Elise, and Camille, you kind of had, a little bit of, Jabberwock blood on you, but, when they bleed, they
Ivy.
really kind of bleed. Ivy. So, Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you came? Here's a question. Do you think you came back as Ivy as well, or did you come back as
100%. If she stepped foot in the gates of where the Inquisitors are,
Amazing.
she was Ivy. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for the reminder. Elise and Ivy had like a little bit of like Jabberwock blood kind of splattered, but you looked mostly fine. I think Lark had like a cut, something about like being in close proximity to it or something.
Okay, turns to Aelia. I did not.
Luca, you looked mostly fine. You had like a bruise. I think maybe its tail knocked you over or something. You were being kind of stubborn about it, but that's unlike
I didn't
you, so
get knocked over by it.
Yeah, of course you didn't.
No, I didn't.
That's kind of the lay of
Nobody
the land. So
Well, thank you.
and Venus didn't come back with you guys, so that was
Right.
kind of everyone.
Nobody got hurt. What are you talking
thank you
about?
so much. This was very helpful. This is for archival records. We healed
Okay.
before I could mark down all of these
Sure. Yeah, it just is making me a little bit
Everything's
nervous because the
fine.
descriptions were getting a little bit like specific about like a big magic thing, and as an arcane inquisitor, I feel like it's kind of
Locke reaches over and hangs up.
Hang up! Why'd you hang up?
Sorry.
Alright.
Okay,
Ooh.
so history has been rewritten. That is never good.
That's not possible.
Can you guys make me a quick intelligence check?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good.
Come on, Lark, be so smart.
We'll say DC 10. Pretty easy one.
13.
Okay.
What's my modifier? I already beat it, but I want to see how smart I am.
Only
Okay.
an 11.
That's a 19.
19, cool. So everyone
That's
passes.
18 with my plus.
Slay. All of you, it kind of occurs to you that in talking about the party and who came back injured and what, Oliver was not mentioned at all.
Oh.
They said that Thetis was the name, right?
Venus, like the planet.
Venus.
You know.
You would know Venus is on the Privy Council and is like the Archdruidess.
Okay, but that wasn't the person that
And you didn't see
Oliver
her.
was doubling as.
No.
Okay, well, they mentioned someone named Venus, and they did not mention Oliver.
Does
Well,
Lark have
Has
any
anyone had-
visible cuts, or are we covered in blood at all?
Nope.
Is there any? So it didn't affect us. That we know.
has anyone actually seen them?
I'm gonna pull out my holotransmitter and call Oliver.
You open your phone in your contacts. There is no contact for Oliver.
Locke pulls out his fantasy BlackBerry and starts like, wait, how does this thing work? I swear, the thing I had Oliver in here, and now
I
I
have
like,
Oliver. Hold on.
Yeah.
Luca,
Google
you
check.
open your phone. You do not have a contact for Oliver.
Camille has written like Hottie of the Week, crowned Oliver's, so some of those. So could she like go back and like try to check and see if there's any like anything?
Sure. None of them are Oliver.
It can.
Don't remember writing these about these people. Well, they were supposed to be Oliver. None of you have Oliver's contact at all?
no.
If Elise is gonna fumble and go back through like the text chain with the lunch order, are there any messages in there?
Music is too happy.
Is this okay?
Someone messaged them arcanely.
I
not-
think Camille probably like knows. Oh, message him arcane through magic.
Yeah, I don't have the message spell or the sending
I
spell.
don't
So.
either.
I don't know if I do. Let me double check.
Oh shit.
They were. That might be. What you call it, an area thing, because she has telepathy, but I think that's you have to see the person, so never mind.
Yeah.
don't have anything, but I do. I know the number by heart. I could try to message or call or do something. Or... Can I also do like a check to see like, because with the magic fading and the alternate reality stuff, I think she's worried that like Oliver's been erased. So she's gonna like try to like filter through her mind a little bit to see like our memories of Oliver still intact or
Perfectly intact.
I can go. Will you are messaging? I can go to the archives and pull records. There are records on all the, employees who work in the Oaken Court. I can pull some, see.
Oh, that's a really good idea. I think that's perfect. I would like to go back to the estate and go to Oliver's quarters and see what's going on there.
Yes. Go.
Amazing. All right. So Camille is heading off to Oliver's quarters. Is anyone else going anywhere? I know, Elise, you said you're going to the archives.
I'll go with Camille.
Amazing. I'm assuming you're taking Tavia with you because you have to. I just felt the need to clarify.
Sure.
Cool. Aelia, Luca, where are you guys headed?
I'll go with Elise.
Okay. Hold it. Oh. No.
Diana, you're lagging. And we can't hear you.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Wait, say something again because I felt like I heard you there. No.
It's lighting up green, but we
It
can't
is.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah, we're gonna hop over to the break screen super quick. You can check technical difficulties off on your bingo cards, and we'll be back in just a second. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience. It's not a Starlight stream if something doesn't get a little funky for a couple minutes, but we're back. So Aelia, I was just asking where you're going as the party kind of splits into, it seems like 2 groups?
Oh no,
Like you can
follow
make
my
it 3
husband.
if you want. Slay. Amazing. So then we will start with, well, let's just...
Wait, can I ask a question? Or
You can, I rolled a nat 20. Sorry. Yeah, anything you want.
If Luca like pulls out a little hand mirror and kind of looks over her face, is there a bruise or anything on her?
You don't see anything?
Interesting. Okay.
Amazing. So let's go ahead and start with the group that has the most friends in it. So that would be Aelia, Lark, Tavia, and Camille heading over to Oliver's quarters, yeah?
Mhm.
Amazing. Are you guys doing anything or talking about anything on the walk?
Yeah. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Jess, but I feel like Lark kind of walks pretty quickly, like the anxious, like yeah. So I think Camille's probably quickened her pace quite a bit to match Lark's. Also just the urgency of the situation to her as well. It just feels right too.
Mhm.
And as they're walking, she like kind of clears her throat a little bit. So, Your Highness, we've had a bit of a long day, don't you think?
Yes, I agree, and this is not how I expected it to end.
Right.
But yes, you're right. Why are you all right? Do you need anything?
No, I just feel like, we both have been quite tense today, and this morning started out quite good, actually. So, I wanted to see if you wanted to talk about why it's gone a bit sour, I guess, is the best way for me to put it.
Well, probably because of the investigation and the stresses involved and the fact that well, we had a meeting on the farm about this. Do you need a recap? Oh, I don't understand.
No.
And now Oliver, might be missing. So
I'm very aware of that.
that's
That is-
probably
I'm hyper-
why it's tense.
That is a stressor. I am quite stressed about that. No, I was trying to address something that I guess only I was concerned about then. That wasn't the tense air that I was addressing, but if I'm the only one that's concerned about it, then I guess it wasn't a problem to begin with.
Whatever concerns you have, please speak freely. I just, there's been a lot today, so forgive me for not knowing which ones you are referring to.
No, it's okay. Sorry. I get a little bit snippy when I'm vulnerable. I was addressing how this morning we were on first name terms, and then I've suddenly, changed to going back to calling you Crown Lord and Your Highness, and I wanted to talk about why that was. I just worry that maybe our friendship was a bit much for you because, well, you keep saying that I could go into jail, for the things that I do.
Right, I feel like those are two separate things.
Are they?
I correct me if I'm wrong. You are not too much, Camille. Your friendship is not your presence is entirely valued, and I like you very much. But you might go to jail if you continue what you're doing.
I think she
and that's just kind of the facts, and I'm not really sure how to say otherwise. And as someone who likes you very much, I feel like it's my duty to kind of, that, actions have consequences is all I'm saying. And right. I worry. I worry.
You worry, sure. Do you you are the Crown Lord. Don't you have quite a bit of power when it comes to who goes in and out of jail?
Oh, yes. It's all situational, really, but I would never,
But in this situation, it is me coming to you as a friend with my secret that could put me in jail, and all you have to do is keep it.
I haven't told anyone, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, amazing. So then, I won't be going to jail.
Not. However, these things hold risk, not? You were found out once before, almost, were you not? There is someone currently using your identity now, are they not? Just in my kind of assessment of the risks.
You're right. Kind of like with the energy of like Megamind's like, they found my secret hideout type energy. She like looks to the side and is like, yeah, like low key, they did find me out, huh? Well, we're going to get to the bottom of it today. And the thing is, I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm doing this for innovation. For your outfit for last season. Sorry, for me, Jess is like frozen. Is it going?
Kind of coming in and out a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
can you hear okay?
Funny. I can. Fine. You guys totally.
Okay, you're a little choppy for me, so I just wanted to be sure you could hear okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, dope.
Do you want me to pop back in?
I think you might be back. That was
okay,
flawless.
Great. Hell yeah.
Yes, I do what I do to find new ways to revamp my magic, twist it, learn, and put it into the items that I create for you. And who has access to all of this high-tech advanced magic. The Inquisitors, that's why I do what I do. It's a very different way of doing things, I know, but that's part of my process. And I know that might be illegal, but if it's a secret here, it should be fine. And then if we kill Guy McGee, then all the loose ends are tied.
No, we can't. Again, murder is also something.
I'm sorry. I'm new to this. I truly am new to this crime.
Murder? New to crime? Okay.
I'm not afraid to jump to the end, is what I say.
Family who is crime. I'm quite familiar with what happens when, you know.
You know what?
Yeah, just
let's
keep
finish. We're gonna go to the break screen so quickly. We're gonna just hop in, hop back out, and we'll be back before you know it. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much again for bearing with us. We'll pick up right where we left off. Two guys talking about murder. Take it away, two guys.
So
Murder is illegal, Camille.
oh God, I understand that. I don't know.
As someone who has a lot of experience with crime, whose entire extended family is actually quite involved with crime, please believe me when I say no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, I just asked. I'm very new to, crime and all that, and so I'm not afraid to jump into the deep end. Is what I'm saying. Is just,
I admire that in you, Camille. I admire that.
Thank you.
It places people in jeopardy around you.
Oh, you're right. I hadn't considered that.
Okay. I don't want to burst the bubble of your ambitions. I can't. I am happy to turn a blind eye when needed, but I cannot.
I can admit that murder is a bit much. It's just the only idea that I have today that can wrap up until we speak to the person. I am just worried of what will come of my life and the shame it could bring my family. So I just want to fix it as best I can, and I was hoping to fix this as best as I could, but if it's if it's stressful, I understand.
I am sorry. I'm sorry if sometimes I cannot be both the Crown Lord and your friend at the same time. I regret it.
Well, I think I'm asking you sometimes if you could. It's your decision when you take the crown off or not. It is your choice if you want to operate as both at the same time as well. I just think, I don't know. I'm aware that it's illegal. I feel like you're concerned that I don't know that it's illegal what I'm doing. I know. That's the whole reason why I made another persona. And I've been very careful up until this point. I mean, and yes, it's been 2 years I've been doing this. You just found out today. Don't. Yes, it's been 2 years, and I've been doing so good. So well. And I've made amazing designs for you. I can show you all the designs that I've made from my findings if that doesn't stress you out. But I just am saying I appreciate the reminder. I think I see now that it's coming from care and not from ridicule. So.
No, never ridicule. And if my silence is something you are concerned with, there are other secrets of yours that I have been able to keep, Camille.
It's true. Okay, well. I say we, if you are comfortable. I mean, Aelia and I are on first name basis. And I just out of the blue started going back to calling you Your Highness and Crowned Lord. So if, whenever you're comfortable with that, if we could go back to a first name or work up to it, I would like that very much because I think you are very nice. So.
I would like that.
Can I do a little insight check on Lark?
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are Pomali numbers. Hold on.
Oh no!
Oh! No, they're not. Okay. It's a 14.
Yeah, I think that just so torn between just torn between directions that they can't even quite label. And I think he kind of says, you can call me either, or I would, if one is more representative of a closer relationship for you, then I think that would be nice. But at the end of the day, I am both. And if you are really interested in crime, then maybe I can put a word in.
Put a word in for murder?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. If you're worried about your reputation, Camille, I really do think murder is on the higher end of what might drag your name through the mud.
Well, that's why I was thinking outsource, so I don't do it myself. That's why I made other personas, so it's not me, Camille, who's doing it.
Oh,
it's
an
somebody.
assassin. Excellent.
Is that not what your in-law is?
If you would like to get into the business of, I'm sure I know some people. I will not be outsourcing an assassin for you.
No, I don't want that. I was asking for clarification, to be honest. I get ramped up in big ideas. I don't know if you know this about me. And then sometimes I think back and I'm like, oh, actually, morally, probably not a good thing for me. So I don't want connections with criminal activity at all. Thank you. Being nosy is right where it's at for me. That's the stuff. That's my stuff. So, I appreciate that. That was a really big gesture from you. But what you said earlier about whatever is comfortable for me, I'm asking you how close you want me to be. So when you've made that decision, you can tell me. Your Highness. And then she walks forward.
It is right about this time that the door that you have known to be to Oliver's room comes into sight.
Yeah.
Should we
I
knock?
think since she walked forward, I think she like immediately starts knocking on it.
You knock and the door swings open a little bit. It was not fully closed.
And she walks in.
It's empty. I mean, there's like a bed here and a wardrobe and drawers, but like, this doesn't look like a place somebody has lived recently. This looks like a place that the staff in the estate keep clean in case they need like a guest of high ranking to stay. There's no personal anything in here. Looks like a guest room.
I think Camille starts like flipping the room, looking for any signs of Oliver, looking in the closet, looking in drawers, looking under the bed, like everywhere.
Without a check, there is not anything here.
I think Lark just stands in the middle of the room in like stunned silence.
Sure. I think as you guys are walking in, Tavia will kind of lean over to you, Aelia, and go, "Sorry, what are we looking for?"
The additional member of this group, Oliver. No one's heard from him in...
Who?
I take it a while. Oliver Treeborn.
They're like a guy I
Antlers,
haven't met?
funny
or-
bird.
Lark whips around. What are you talking about?
Oliver was with you earlier, correct? All of you?
Yes,
Yes.
Oliver's actively flirting with yourself.
Right. What?
I mean, I
This
don't
is some sort of
think
joke. This is not funny.
No, I mean, you have magic. You can magic me if it'll make you feel better.
Yes,
I-
actually. I think she like goes into her caboodle
Sure.
and pulls out like a spoolie of ribbon and snips it and goes up to them and goes, "May I?"
Sure.
I think she's just trying to like look back to the first time that they walk to Tivia and see if there's any sign of Oliver there.
There is none.
She passes. I think she's like in shock when she's
Sure.
going through this memory and just kind of passes it to Lark for them to look as well, and passes your finger across the ribbon.
I think they do so. So what? What? They're gone? They're just erased? What? Has something happened to him? Is this...
Lark, make me a history check.
Okay. Pretty good. I don't have my... Ah. $21.
21. I think what kind of sticks in your mind is that in this moment is the sort of conversation that you had recently with Oliver and just kind of generally about Threadweaver and the fact that nobody knows anything about this artifact for sure, but one of the rumors in this artifact is the ability to change the past and the present and to manipulate time and reality. I think with a 21, that's all you.
I'm just trying to double check what Lark knows and what I know.
Sure.
Does Lark know that Threadweaver is the item that was taken?
I think so. I don't think you knew Oliver was wrapped up in it. I could be wrong, Diana.
Yeah.
I know you rewatched it more recently than I did. So if anything
I
pops
think
in your brain, let me know.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Cool. I think I think the name had come up. I don't think you knew. You didn't know about the contract or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew the name Threadweaver.
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh, Mara, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I was gonna say we learned it when we were in the place.
Okay.
You know. Cool. Inquisitors. There it is. Yep.
So, what is this? What do you think? Do you think this is what happens when people are taken by the dreaming? Or no, but you remember Isabella.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The item that was taken from the Arcane Inquisitors, it's rumored to be able to change reality, change the past. If this is something that was stolen by the person we're meeting tonight, maybe. But why would they target Oliver? Why
would they? Huh. Okay. That's another thing to add to questions today. We're sure murder is not on the table.
Lark looks at you, their hair looks a little bit more summery than usual. And they kind of blink away. We just need to find out where Oliver is.
Sure. All right. Well, I guess we have a lot to prep for tonight.
Yes.
Excuse me while I go do that. I think there are like tears welling in Camille's eyes, and she kind of cleans herself up, like be a bit more prim proper, and she just walks out to her room, to wherever her quarters are, to prep for the rest of the night and cry a little.
Sure. We're then gonna hop over to Elise and Luca as you guys are walking to the archive. Or if we want to pick up in the archives, we can. It's up to you.
Be there if that works for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Right.
Okay, great.
I think. Luca, would you mind going to check on Herb? The little mouse is in my bookcase.
What?
You remember the mouse we got from the Inquisitors that was doing the heist, and then I said, "Do you want to be my accountant so that you can?"
Luca was not there.
Oh, I forgot about that. Right. Sorry, there's a mouse I have hired to be my accountant. He is living in my bookcase. He dreams of being a piano player, which is why I hired him, so that he can save up money for his dream. Could you go check on him, make sure everything is good, see if he needs a snack or something?
I thought we were gonna look for. Okay.
Yes, yes, of course. I just wanted to double check. I can go check on
No,
him.
I can go check on the rat. I can go check on it.
He's the mouse. It is there's a difference between the rat and the mouse. It is very important to me that you are aware of that.
No, I'm totally aware.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Great.
mouse. I'll go right now.
Thank you.
Amazing. Luca, as you begin walking through the stacks, you have to kind of like the entrance and Elise's office are on kind of like opposite ends of this little library area. So you're kind of like walking through the stacks. What do you think you're thinking about as you're walking through?
I think she's trying to put together pieces of Oliver not existing anymore, and
Sure.
then like no one else, like Tavia not feeling or seeing the blue, and all these things that other people they're experiencing but not experiencing to other people, and trying to
Sure.
wake herself up in a way
Mm-hmm.
and see if she is dreaming, because I think she thinks that she's like in a dream right now
Mm-hmm.
and just
Yeah.
stuck as she walks through.
In that case, will you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay. That's
With
fine.
love. Like there's hearts on either side, but like make me a wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw. You know what I mean?
Of course. That's a 14.
14. As you're kind of like walking through the stacks and you're thinking about this, a flash of something in your peripheral vision kind of catches your attention. And you turn and you look, and on like the book that is right next to you, embossed into it is a large like silver foil owl. And you kind of look at the next one, and there's a silver owl, and the next one, and there's a silver owl. And there's silver owls embossed on every book in this bookshelf.
That's fine. I think she'll freeze for a moment before like working up the courage to go over, and then I think she'll like take one of the books down.
Sure.
And like
sorry, finish your sentence.
No, she's gonna try to open it.
Sure. Before you kind of get a chance to open it, you pull this book out, and you see behind it is not like the back of a bookcase like you'd expect, but you open it and you see a forest on the other side, just in the little square of open book space.
Oh shit. Okay. I think she's gonna pull more of the books down
Sure.
to open more of the space, and then
more forest is visible. You see a little like babbling kind of river off to the side. You see just an area full of trees and a little glade not far off. And the more books you pull out, the more this opening kind of appears. And as you like start to remove books, you realize that the shelf underneath is coming with it. So you're making this like opening essentially until by the time you've gotten these books out, there's like a little door, basically.
I think she's gonna like take a deep breath and go, it's fine. I can do this. I can do this by myself. This probably isn't even real, so it's probably just my mind. It's probably not anything.
Inside the forest, streaking past, you see a flutter of silver wings.
Okay. She's gonna step in to
Sure.
where this is.
You step through the bookshelf and into this glade, and you feel like underneath your feet just this soft grass, and as you step, little mushrooms appear on each side. It's a beautiful day here. It's warm. There's like a cool breeze that's not too cold. The trees kind of shift and sway a little bit in that sort of like pleasant ambiance of just like shifting leaves and running water. And at the center, you see there are like a series of cushions set up and a blanket. And what do you think Luca's like comfort drink and snack are?
I think
What's the go-to?
She loves some tea with milk and honey. She's
Sure.
classy. And I think she's a cookie girl, like a chocolate chip cookie girl.
Yeah, so then I think what you see kind of resting on this blanket is a like teapot you recognize as your own, and a teacup that you recognize as your favorite cup. And there is a plate of chocolate chip cookies that look like fresh out of the oven right next to it.
She'll walk over, and I think she's gonna look around. Can she see anything else or see the owl as she approaches this area with all this stuff?
As you settle down, you do see that owl perched like across this little, it's not really a river, it's like a little bigger than a brook and a little bit smaller than a river. On the other side of this, you see the owl kind of like sitting down in the tree looking at you, but its eyes are half lidded like it's falling asleep. And it looks very comfortable, nestled in on this tree.
And then I think she will take a breath and kind of lean into this, because she
Mhm.
can't really... I think she's accepted, like, okay, well, I can't do anything here, but my food is here, and my drink is here, so... Even if I die right now or get sent into the unknown, at least I get a little snack, is kind of Luca's
That's real.
mind frame. So
Yeah,
I think she'll
you,
sit and eat.
Sure, yeah, you can settle down, start eating. It's the best cookie you've ever had in your life. It's warm, it's like fresh out of the oven. It's that perfect balance of like chewy on the outside and really soft on the inside. The tea is made exactly like you like it. Like, you know when you make that one perfect cup of tea and then you just never quite get it there again?
Never again.
This is that
Yeah.
perfect cup of tea. And as you're kind of sitting here and looking around in this very like peaceful glade, you kind of feel like the breeze and the wind begin to like shift a little, not stronger in the sense of like, your hair is blowing around, but a little bit stronger in the way that like the wind sometimes sounds like it's whispering. And after a moment, it does begin to sound more and more like a voice. I was wondering when I might get to meet you.
Hello?
Hi, Luca.
Hi? Who are you?
You can call me the Dreamer if you'd like to.
Oh. I knew it. I knew I've been dreaming this whole time. Nobody believed.
Not the whole time. Just now. Here.
Just now. Okay. Are you gonna kill me?
No, Luca. I quite like you, so I wouldn't kill you.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Why do you think I would?
It's just a little bit haunting to have a voice out of nowhere because I can't see you, and I kind of just
Right.
walked in here, so I am just a little surprised and freaked out right now. But if you're not gonna hurt me or anything, then I guess we can be cool about it, so.
I have no intention of hurting you, Luca. I like you. We've never spoken before, but I think you've seen my friend the owl lingering
That's
about.
your friend. That's
Yeah.
your friend.
It is. I can't be in your world like he can, so sometimes he lets me see what he sees. A girl.
Okay. Why have you been following me with an owl?
Well, I haven't only been following you. I like to check in on you. I feel like I've known you your whole life, really. It's hard to explain, even if you haven't known me. You've gotten so big.
Okay. Ooh. You've seen me my whole life? And is that right? You've been around the whole time?
Not every minute of every day, but... And I mean, I've gotten a lot stronger lately, so I can check in more lately, but when you were younger, it was sort of... My power was infrequent and I couldn't look very often, but now I check in when I can, when I'm not needed elsewhere.
Where are you, then?
That's sort of a hard question to answer, in fairness. I'm in a place that doesn't really exist anymore in the way that your world does, but it does. It's very difficult to explain truthfully, but I'm not anywhere where you can go, for now, at least. I know that was kind of a non-answer, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Are you with other people who dream? Are you a person or a being or a...
I suppose it sort of depends on who you ask, really. I think some people that you know, like your king, would consider me an evil force of something, but others... I have been a person before. I would like to think I'll get to be a person again someday. Maybe someday soon. As to whether or not there are people with me, at this exact moment, not here necessarily, but there are many people in the place where I am, and the place I protect.
Do any of them look like me, maybe?
Are you asking about your parents, Luca?
Yes. Do you know them?
I do. That's why I've been looking in on you. I'm a bit invested, as it were.
Are they okay?
They are... It's difficult to put into words because we're trapped here. You see, it's, they're okay in the sense that they are here and they miss you and love you very much, and but they can't get back to you. We're all stuck here in this place, and it's not. It's beautiful in its own way, and it used to be one of the most powerful places in the entire galaxy, but now it's sort of wilting.
Well, we can just come get you then. I mean,
I wish it were that easy.
You just have to point us where to go. If you could open up a door in the middle of a library, I'm sure you could.
Well,
just point us.
You see, the trouble is, in order for us to get out, you have to really be here. And here, you're dreaming. Your body is still in the Archivist's library. You are not here, not really. You are in sort of I guess the only way I can really explain it is if the place where I am is a house and the place where you are is outside. You're sort of in the entryway. I can't bring you into the house, and I can't go outside. So we're kind of meeting here by the front door.
Well, how do I step in?
I think right now you can't, but I am working on it. I know it's a lot to ask. I need you to trust me.
Okay. I want to help, and I want to... Anything I can do, I can just... Whatever you need. Really, you said you're growing stronger, and you've been watching the whole time, so... It feels like you're on the cusp of something here.
I am on the cusp. I am very lucky to have a few people who can walk amongst you who are working to open that door for me. I believe you're meeting one of them tonight. So I suppose perhaps what I could use from you at the moment is an assurance that that person won't come to any harm, so long as you are there. She is very important, that door opening. And they are clever, don't get me wrong, it's just, she's impulsive and young. And I worry about them when they go places that I can't reach.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take murder off the table. Totally.
Thank you.
And you said that she can get to where you are, or where all of you are.
Not fully, but enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is so weird. Oh, okay.
I wish that we were meeting in more normal circumstances. And I apologize for the theatrics. This is just...
No, it's okay.
It's been like this for so long, it's really all I know how to do anymore.
It's beautiful. It's relaxing, and you got my favorite food here. I don't know how you've been watching me, so that's how you knew that I like this. It's really great what you have, the whole setup you've got going on.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, the person you need, is there a name?
Her name is Wisteria.
Wisteria, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna freak out right now.
You can freak out if you'd like to. It's fine.
Can I tell anyone that I've spoken to you?
I would prefer if you didn't, only because I know that the young prince is not carbon copy of his father, but their father is the reason we're locked away here, and I know that you trust him. It worries me.
Ambrose.
But I also trust your judgment. Yes.
You're saying Ambrose is the bad guy. Essentially.
I mean, I think it's relative. I'm certain that Ambrose does not think he is the bad guy, but for me, at least, yes. Ambrose is what stands between those of us who are locked away, being free again, and us being here forever.
Why would he lock you away?
Well, that is a very, very long story that I don't know if... I don't mean to say you're not ready for it because I think you're too young or anything. It's a very long story, and I imagine you don't want to be in this library for a long time.
I wouldn't
But I
mind.
would be honored to tell it to you at some point if you'd like.
Okay. Is there a way I can call you, or are you just gonna show up randomly and with the owls again, or you don't have a number or anything probably. Is this gonna happen again, or is this like a one-time deal type of thing?
You can think of me as just out of sight. And if you need me, you can call for me, and if I am able, I will come. And if you would like the owl to stop following you, I can do that.
No. I don't. My sister, both of them are a little paranoid about owls because of
Right.
stuff with our parents who you know, which is really crazy. But no, I don't mind the owl.
All right. I'll make sure that they stay out of sight of your sisters then. I don't mean to give you advice, but they were older than you were when your parents. It's different for them. It's harder. It's not harder. It's hard in a different way for them. And I imagine that they're scared.
They
But
don't
your
like to talk
frustration
about
is
it.
understandable.
Okay. And I can't tell them. They'd probably be excited, so.
I don't know that they would understand.
Okay.
But I trust your judgment. So if you would like to, I will not be upset. I think things like this, speaking with me and being associated with me, is a dangerous thing so long as Ambrose is king. And I can't save you from everything. Not while I'm locked here.
Okay.
Use caution, Luca.
Caution. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, this is just a lot, but I've got it. I'll make sure that Wisteria's fine and
Thank you.
that nothing bad happens to the best of my ability, but yeah.
Luca, your friend, the reason I stepped in, is fine, but not coming back. And I wanted you to hear it from me.
Oliver?
Yeah.
Where did they go?
I gave them a chance to have the thing that Ambrose only dangled in front of them as incentive. And he took it.
Okay.
But he asked me to make sure that you and his other friends would remember. Just.
Okay.
It's a token of love and goodwill, I suppose, but they are. What do you know of the artifact Threadweaver, Luca?
Oh, I've heard of it. Elise and I heard of it. I don't really know what it does super well. If you want to explain or something like that, I'd be.
I think all you need to know for now is that sometimes, if you are lucky, Threadweaver gives you the opportunity to change something in your past. And Oliver chose to return to the home that Ambrose took from him.
Okay. So, changed like the fabric of the whole course of his life.
Yes.
Then how
But
come
he
we still
remembers.
remember?
It was Oliver's choice to let you. The others in this court and in your world won't.
Well, I hope that he's happy then, I guess.
Yes, he's very happy. He's home.
Good. We're all just trying to get home, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. I will share the information.
I'm sorry, but it's this way.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will
there anything I can do for you, Luca?
No, can I just stay in here for a few more minutes? It's really nice.
Sure.
I want to
Time
eat the rest
passes
of this.
differently here than out there. It's only been about a minute in your world, so you can stay as long as you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna stay, and then I'm gonna check on the rat, and then I will
All right.
go. But thank you so much, and tell my parents I said hi if you can, and
I will.
if that's possible. I don't really know how it works, but
I will pass your message along.
okay. Cool. Thank you, Dreamer.
Of course.
That's your name, right? Okay.
That's what you can call me for now, at least.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
I will leave you to your thoughts. But if you ever need me, just call.
Okay. I will.
And I think with that, you kind of like, that wind that was kicking up around you kind of fades just a little bit in just the rustling of leaves. And you are here in this glade. The owl has gone to sleep very comfortably. And yeah, you are here in this glade.
Oh.
What do you think? No, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
I was gonna say, what do you think Luca's feeling, or like thinking about right now, or feeling, just generally? I mean, I have an idea, but you know.
I think she's feeling overwhelmed, but also a sense of relief that someone explained what was sort of the weirdness that was happening.
Sure.
And I think she's weighing telling her sisters about what happened, and also weighing talking to the group about what happened.
Sure.
And then kind of a sense of, oh, how do I approach Wisteria and Camille and all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. As you're kind of like sitting here in this little fraction of the dreaming and you're thinking about all of this, I think first you see like the teapot refills itself kind of as you like pour yourself another cup. And will you make me a perception check?
Yes. That's a nat 20!
A nat 20. That's really beautiful. I think what you notice with a nat 20 is that in this moment with the dreamer kind of gone, this space that you are in bends to your will and to what you want and your thoughts and your feelings. And like as you think about the things that are harder, you notice like it doesn't begin to rain, but it becomes a little more overcast and a little hazier. And like, you know, as you kind of like grab your last cookie and look over, there's more there. And you kind of get this feeling, because you got a nat 20, that like, if you wanted to, you could manipulate things in this reality.
Oh.
Changed the color, and I didn't mean to do that. My bad.
Oh. Can she... No. Could she, like, see people? Like, manipulate the landscape? Or...
Sure, in what way?
See... Could she kind of, like... I'm trying to think. You know in Black Mirror when they have, like, the memory stuff? And it kind of, like... They can go, like, just scroll through memories that they've had?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
Do
she
me a
wants
favor.
to- Yeah.
Sorry. As you're doing this and you're kind of reaching out and making this connection with the fabric of the dreaming, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is a 14.
14. Okay, go ahead and roll me a d6.
A 5.
5. Amazing. So as you're kind of like taking this moment and like extending your consciousness into the fabric of the dreaming, there is an almost like euphoric feeling to making this connection. And as it like you think of these memories, you see kind of like passing in the haze between trees are the people that you're thinking about. You see like you kind of like catch I'm sorry, which memories were you focusing on?
I think the
apologize,
ones
Lisa.
with No, I didn't. The ones I think, like her birthdays when she was younger with
Sure.
Georgie and Margot. And I don't think she remembers what her parents like look like off the
Sure.
top of her head, but just like that silhouette of them.
Yeah, I think what you see kind of like in the like hazy, like purple hazy kind of shadows of the trees across this river from you. You hear like kind of like muffled echoing laughter of like Georgie and Luca and these sort of like strains of happy birthday that are like clumsy because they are so full of laughter. And you catch like the flicker of like light candles and you just catch like a little bit of your own face and you blow the candle out and the like the haze around you curls the way smoke does when you like blow into it and the air moves it. And I think sort of between two other trees, you see these kind of like shaded figures hand in hand dancing a little bit in circles. And you hear these like voices that almost sound underwater because they're muffled in your memory of just like laughter and like a kind of like a feminine higher pitched voice singing. And you see them kind of waltz between trees and disappear and come back and appear behind another tree in this moment. And as you are sort of like connecting with this like genuinely like so like blissful feeling of embracing the dreaming with what you rolled on your d6, you kind of begin to hear like the strains very quietly of like that singing that you hear sort of begins to echo and change and sound like what you assume is your mother's voice and then a different voice and then two voices, and it kind of echoes in the glade around you with a little bird song. And as this lullaby is sung to you by the dreaming, until your next long rest, you can increase your spell save DC and your spell modifier by 2 as your magic is enhanced by this connection.
Oh, that's so cool.
And sitting here in this glade with fractures of the past appearing before you, and this moment of, I think, true peace and joy of a part of Luca that really has never been embraced, I'd imagine, much less acknowledged. That is where we're going to end our session today. Thank you all so much for joining us. It was such a joy to be back here, and you'll see us right here again in 2 weeks. And until then, sweet dreams.